Hello, my beautiful warriors of love and light. So as you get into this reading, you're going to notice that when you look at your multiple signs, Aries to Cancer, I'm wearing something different. And from Leo to Pisces, I'll be wearing what I'm wearing now. So it was my birthday weekend, and I've been like going out a lot, and I'm very grateful for all my followers as well. I wanted to say this to who have given me gifts and who have wished me happy birthdays. Very beautiful. Thank you so much. But I was recording. I recorded the whole session, and then from Leo to Pisces, there was no sound, so I'm doing it again right now, and I'll be posting it right after. So you'll be getting it Sunday, 1:30ish, right? So you'll be there. That's what I wanted to say, and I think that's it. So there's this energy reading coming up now, and you could, if you want to go right to your signs, you just click on the timestamps below. I have also gifted 2 winners this week for free readings, so it's at the end of my energy talk. I will see you in your readings. Love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful warriors of love and light, and welcome to this weekly energy reading. So if you want, I'm doing a tarot, I do a tarot reading, yes, that's what I do, for every sign from May 8 to 14 this week. You can find me in the timestamp below, but here I'm talking about things that are not really related to a date, perhaps, per se. It's more just whatever's happening in the air right now for me, and I'm just relaying it with you. My name is Sabrina, and welcome to this channel. So on Instagram and Facebook, if you're coming from there, I talked a little bit about this 5/5 portal that happened on May 5th. And there was, I believe, a lunar eclipse as well, but I'm not going to go into the eclipses and moons anymore. So let's just talk about this portal. To me, it feels, it's just a gateway of, to help us with the energies, all of them, the eclipse, the moons, all of these things are just there as a guideline, I guess, or a map to show us, okay, this is what's happening, but really this is all happened already, right? Because if we're coming from the future, we've already changed. So really what we're doing right now is clearing the vessel of all the remaining attachments, all the remaining stuck emotions, all the remaining programming. And it's to step into that awareness of this programming. If you say to me, I'm not programmed, or I don't have any of this, then to me I say you're still living in a delusion, or you're either God. So we are all there. We're all there. We're all clearing something. I just feel like I said on Instagram and Facebook that I went out, birthday festivities, blah, blah, blah. And it was like the archetypes of the hero, savior, victim, villain was so apparent to me in all kinds of situations. And I'm like, we're still playing in these games. I'm still playing in the narratives too. Like, we're still playing in these games. And you're like, ugh. I was given this beautiful imagery this week of a blank canvas. They're like, you have the opportunity right now to change the route of your life, right? To step away from the programs, to shut it all down, cancel, clear, delete, all the commands inside you, to stop escaping from your illusion. Stop escaping from your life. Escapism is such a huge thing in this life that we live in, this society, with drugs, with alcohol, with food, with partying, with travel, with the sexuality. Everything is a freaking narrative. It's like, why would you want to escape this, right? Like, everything is set in place to dim the light, and we're playing in it. Like it's all like the more and more I observe and I sit back and I observe, the more and more I realize, wow, man, it's so fake. I can't even like express it here. Like it's just like it's literally a movie we were walking in. You know, when you and then I say to myself, like, here we are, this beautiful light in this vessel, and we're trying to clear the vessel, because that's the only thing that we're trying to do right now, is clear all the vessel, all this stuck energy within us, all these attachments we have to relationships, to people. Everyone thinks that we need to be with people. We don't. We're like, we came in as a whole, but we came in alone, right? But we're never alone. That's the thing. This is the thing. It's like you're never alone. Whether even if you lock yourself in a room with no windows and no doors, you're not alone, right? The souls around you, and one day we will see these souls, but now we don't see them because we're not looking at it with the right eye. And the thing is, like, from the Instagram and Facebook, when I talked about change, is that we have already changed. We're just clearing as we get to this change. So like, it's like, change the way you look at it. It changes everything. Oh my God, change. How many times can I say change? But it's like really literally changes everything. I had this other message that came in, which I found very poignant. So it was like healing. Like, you're not here to heal people. And I was like, okay, I understand. And they're like, no, you don't understand. You're not here. No one is here to heal. Right? And if you're healing, if you feel this need to heal somebody, it's because you have unhealed wounds within you. Unhealed trauma within you. That you are needing to heal outside of yourself. So I was like, okay. So like, it's and it makes sense, right? It's the same thing like with everything. Like if you see the narcissist and it's really bothering you, then you have that narcissist part of you that is not healed, and you need to heal it. So ultimately we're light and we can heal ourselves. So I don't need to heal you. You don't need to heal someone else. You can do it yourself. You can heal yourself. That's a book by Louise Hay. If you haven't, you pick it up and read that. But I would say not to read. I think we're watching too many movies, reading too many self-help books, reading books and watching webinars and TED Talks. It's all meant to dim your light, because you need to rely on someone else and something else for the information that is already inside you. So yeah, even me, like, you don't need to come to see me. And I understand if you do, because everyone needs guidance. But at one point, you're going to know, because you're going to start to trust yourself. And this society doesn't make us trust ourselves at all. It makes us like escape into, I had a hard day at work. I'm going to go drink a bottle of wine. And it's cool to do that. Oh my God, look, she's drinking. So much fun. Oh, look, let's do tequila shots. You're not doing it. You're so boring. I was like, wow, man. It's the same story every decade. Like, no matter what, right? I'm like, wow. And it's the same. It's like a repeat. You know, like rewind every decade. Oh, she's 50 now. Let's rewind. And the same story. Let's do this. It's like, oh my God. But we do this to ourselves. We dim our own light. It's fucked up. Anyway, so now we have a blank canvas. So what are you going to do with it, right? How are you going to paint your life? We have a blank book, blank pages. What story do you want to write right now? That is not to do with anything of your old story. The old narratives. Nothing. No attachment to all these narratives out there. No attachment to this relationships. Nothing. Like a new complete story. What would you do? And that's where you live. You know, I was given this message last night. And it was like, I wish I could show you my journal, because it was like, I was writing in bold. Like, there's like moments where you can look at my journal and I'm like writing really strange. I don't know what I write, or I write really big. So this one was like, stop fixing. They're like, stop fixing your physical appearance, stop fixing your body, stop fixing your workload, stop fixing your job, stop fixing your relationship, stop fixing because you think it's broken, but it's not broken. So we're living this illusory world where we think like, oh, well, I'm not making enough money, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing that, and I have to fix it. I have to put a freaking temporary band-aid on it. Like, you guys don't understand that whatever feels broken or like destructive to you is meant to be in your path. So walk through this head held high as the destructive energies like come to you, right? As chaotic as it feels like, it's meant to be. So you are not broken, and it's time to just walk through this, and you'll see when you turn around like, yo, I made it, right? I made it through the storm. I made it through the freaking Tower card. 5. This is a 7-year. This is a 16. 2 plus 2 plus 3, whatever, is the Tower card. We are walking through the Tower this year. So when you feel uncomfortable, my biggest recommendation and suggestion is not to drink it, smoke it, eat it, whatever, away. It's to feel it through. Because by drinking it or smoking it away, you're not doing anything. You're just putting a band-aid on it, and the next day you're waking up and you're like, right? It's time to freaking face the freaking fears and all of it. That's the only way we destroy it. The only way we cancel, clear, delete it from our program. And it's you that has to do it, not me, not a doctor, not a psychologist, not a therapist, nobody. You. You are responsible. You dropped into this body, you're responsible for yourself. Nobody else. Not your partner, your friends, your family, nobody. You. Now become that leader that you are. And walk through the broken pieces of your canvas, right? It's okay. I mean, I was given homework. They're like, this month you do nothing. I was like, not that you do nothing. Let's say if someone books an appointment with me, I'm going to take the appointment. But otherwise, don't do any projects. Don't start a new business. Don't start things. Don't work extra hours. Don't do things. Like when you're like have nothing to do, just sit or go out, take sun, go walk. They're like, and everybody should be doing that. They're like, everybody should be doing that, because when you're doing that, everyone else is reaping the rewards of that, right? That's what we are. When you take care of yourself, then everyone around you heals. That's the whole deal. That's why we don't need to heal anybody, because we are the healers of self. And when you heal yourself, then everyone is healed around you, because that's how energy works. So I'm like, I'm like light bulb moment all the time here. Satan. Okay, I have to tell you this. So I am on Facebook, and I get a lot of crazy comments on Facebook, more than Instagram. And there was this woman that wrote to me, "You're Satan," and I was like, wow, man. And in my head, it was like, usually I delete these things. I actually deleted her, but before deleting her, I wrote to her. I said, if you see Satan, it's because you are Satan, right? Like, you have Satan within you. If you're seeing something, then you're a reflection of it. So if you're seeing someone, like I was with a friend of mine last week, whatever, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's so self-involved. And then I'm like, fuck. So I had to step back and said, where am I self-involved? And this is what we're doing, and that's what we're clearing. So it's just it's like we're breaking down whatever's inside this vessel of ours. And we're not these perfect luminous beings. We are perfect luminous beings. We're radiant beings, but we have, we've entered so many different commands into our body, into our program, that we need to clear these programs. All of them. And you know, the programs of climate change and genderism and veganism and all these are freaking programs as well. Because nothing, like, if you're limiting yourself from eating food, from doing this, from talking, then you're in a limited belief system. You're in a narrative. And freedom is not there. There's no freedom there. It's like just listening in. I've been talking about this from the beginning, like trusting yourself, people. Trust yourself. Ask yourself, can I eat this? No. All right, next. Can I travel here? Can I... Ask yourself, because you know yourself. You know what you can and can't do, and you know. And I can't wait. I can't wait till we start to, like, our blueprint comes alive when we're starting, oh, wow, we have all these beautiful gifts that come out. But the gifts won't show up. Your change won't happen because you're still holding on to things. Let it all go. And I know it's hard for people to understand that. You want to tell people, like, you have to do nothing. And they're like, what does that mean, right? Even me, sometimes I'm like, what does that mean? Because it's great. Well, you know, money doesn't grow on trees. And you're like, well, it kind of does, actually. Like, you know, even my guides or my higher self was like, the moment you release the idea that you're broken, like you have no money, you have none, that is the moment that you will fall into all of it. That's the moment. So just stop fixing everything. That's very potente. So that's like basically what's going on here. And it's this whole, really, if you can do this work by pinpointing if you're being a hero, savior, victim, villain, it's kind of interesting. A lot of people have a hard time recognizing any of these archetypes within them, because it's nobody wants to be the victim, but it's kind of has been ingrained in us as children as well. So these are things to work through, and just stand in your awareness. It's time to deprogram yourself. We've been deprogramming ourselves for years now, but it's really truly time for change. If you really, really want to change, then change your escapisms, change the relationships, change why are you in these loveless relationships, why are you holding on to these friends, why are we holding on to these things? Money is power, power is this, like, let it all go. En tout cas. All right, this is the reading of the week, the energy reading of the week, and you're doing great. Continue moving forward, but again, it's you're responsible for your vessel and your life. We're all holding hands together, but remember, whatever decisions you make it for the whole as well. I'll see you in your readings. Oh, I was going to do a free reading, right? Yes. Okay, so let me pick out a reading, a person. Standard draw. Okay, so I will pick from this one. Momo is the winner of the free reading. So send me a question, and oh, this is a good one. Monisha Berggren. I think you've been asking for a free reading for the longest time, so I believe your name is Karina. So Karina and Momo, you get a free reading. So send me a question and I will record your answer and send it to you by the end of next week. I love you guys. Have a beautiful week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aries. We got this amazing card, by the way. If you're coming from Instagram, Facebook, then you already know what it means. But this is, to me, exactly where I feel I know a lot of Aries that watch this. It's exactly where you need to be. So you might not be liking this card, but this is coming apart. 46 is 10. 1 is a new beginning. To me, I could just spend an hour talking about this card for you because it speaks of, you see there's like a split here. It speaks of you coming undone. Something that you're holding on to. Like it's like, I almost feel like some of you are holding on to a relationship that is very clearly telling you that it's not right, but you're holding on because 20 years ago it was supposed to be great, and 10 years ago and 5 minutes ago it was like told to feel really good about it, and it's like, no man, it's been giving you messages over and over again to leave or to stay or to whatever the message has been for you. But for me, I feel here it's like not every single, obviously not every single Aries out there has a problem in the relationship, but for those that are experiencing that, it's time. Gonna say this, it's time to get the F out because you've been given the messages over and over again. And it's like in that moment that you make that decision, poof, is the moment that abundance comes in, is the moment that things work out for you. But you keep holding on to an old story. This is like you keep holding on to that job of yours that you can't stand. You keep holding on to that business that you've put so much effort into, you've put so much work in it, but it's panning out. Enough putting your freaking energy in something that is not working. Like, why are you so stubborn? What stubborn is ego. You know, pride is ego. It's all freaking ego. And when you are able to like take that apart and look at it, oh, it is freaking ego. I'm doing this because I have to prove myself to who? To you? To your light? Like to God, creator, source, energy, universe, whatever? They're like, no, you're proving yourself to your human form because the light doesn't prove anything. This to me is very clear to you, my beautiful Rams, that you need to truly listen to that little voice inside you that keeps poking and saying, hey, get out or go for it or do something, but you're not listening. So this is huge, and I know because I know the Aries watching this might not want to hear this, but this is the message. Let's see what is going on here. What did I do this week? Okay, all right. The Emperor is you, Aries. But the Emperor speaks of ego, manipulation, control, and this is you doing that to yourself. Nice. I mean, you're like, that's not nice, but you don't really see the cards. Not that you see it anyways, but let's just do like this. Okay. So what I did this week is I pulling out these 3 cards, and then I'm pulling out challenges for each of these 3 cards. Changing it up. And you have the World in reverse. Interesting. Let's look at that after. We have the 10 of Coins, which is prosperity, it's money, abundance, with the 3 of Swords, which is heartbreak and grief. We have the Chariot, success, moving, something new coming in for you, victory. Like everything is beautiful and the challenges are a bit challenging. The Magician in reverse. And am I taking them all out? Or is this advice? No, I'm going to take them all out. We have time, volcanoes, which is fire, which is you, and daring rebirth, goddess Ishtar and Astrophyllite. I love it, right underneath the volcanoes. So people, there is something huge happening for you right now, and it's clear with the cards as well. Like you're in this process of massive change, which feels very heavy to me, because the magician in reverse is manipulation. It's lies and dishonesty. It's someone playing with you. The Three of Swords is, again, look at her. She's sad, it's heartbreak, it's grief, it's like holding on. And the World in reverse, the World is the Capricorn energy. This is Libra and this is Gemini energy. This is like the World is the beginning of something new, and here you're being there's resistance from on your part. There's like you're unable to move into this new chapter of your life because you're holding on to something old. And it's so, and it's like it's underneath the Emperor, which is you. Like you holding on to this old freaking energy, man. This freaking narrative, this old idea in your head that this is supposed to work out. This is like everyone else thinks this is supposed to be, we're supposed to be together, or whatever. Or like I'm supposed to be doing this job. I feel like you're on the precipice, Aries. You're there. You're coming apart. And it's like, don't freaking hang on. Don't hang on. This is my biggest thing here. It's like, you're in the precipice of erupting. This is it. The lava wants to explode. Why are you holding it back? Look, I kind of like the time, because time is an illusion. So you think that you have like a deadline. You think that you can't do this because you're not. You're limiting yourself with time. I don't know. This when I saw the card fly out, by the way, it flew out for you, I was like, okay. I feel like this week is really poignant for you, Aries, because I feel like it's time to start listening to your tarot reader. It's also time to start listening to the messages that have been trying to come out. And it's like I really literally feel that if you don't listen this week, whatever, next week, this year, let's say, you are going to get stuck in narrative. You're going to get stuck in the box, and it's going to be a constant wheel for you. So I really, like, the cards are so clear to me. The Ten of Coins, abundance is yours. Like home life, things will make a shift, a move. But this comes with this, so you will maybe break someone's heart, or maybe there will be a moment of you, like the only way that this comes to you, this abundance, this love, this whatever, is by this. You will break down. You will have to release this from you. It's like when things happen, like we're in this phase right now. It's like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no like walking around this thing. The destruction phase is here. We need to walk through this. It's like it's there. So if you have to break hearts, if your heart has to be broken, so be it. Walk through the brokenness, because if you didn't listen to my intro, we are not broken. Even if we think we are broken, right? Stop fixing things that are outside of your process and plan. It's just so clear in the cards to me that like the Chariot card, it's the Cancer card, is moving away, moving to a new home, moving across the country. It's like it's success and victory as well, the Chariot. But it's like I don't know, it's all right there for you, and yet you are choosing to allow someone else to lead, or someone to manipulate the situation. Maybe you're manipulating the situation. Who the hell knows? But the Magician in reverse doesn't feel good. Magician is like all about this new start, right? Magician is creating something amazing, and here you're having a hard time creating anything new. You're having a hard time starting this new life, this new chapter, because you're choosing to stay in this heartbreak. Like for me, like some you guys are like, it's really intense to me. You're crying all the time, you're unsure, you're uncertain about something, you're not happy, Aries. And yet you have all this beautiful that's showing up here. The potentiality here is like massive, but you're resisting the change. You're resisting the move into the new. You're saying, oh, no, I'm going to stay in this old journey of mine because it's worked for me. And it's like, in the new journey is scary. I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I have no money. I have no love. I have no nothing, because you've, like, Aries, are you for real? Like, you can't do this on your own? Aries. Right? So, like, it doesn't make sense to me sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, why are you, like, depending on someone else to move you forward in this life? You're a freaking emperor. You're the emperor. The emperor sits on his throne and directs other people and like leads. And week after week, I see the same things for you. You keep holding on, and it's like it's time for a daring rebirth, right? It's time to birth anew, to really literally take out this blank canvas and paint this picture, to start this new story. But you don't limit yourself with time. Don't put a deadline. It's like so clear to me, this lifetime that we're in. We keep putting ourselves deadlines, and I have to do this within a year. I have to do this by next week. Monday I'm going to start doing this. And it's like, what are we doing? Your plan is already created, right? We are future selves working here. Why are we thinking so much? This is the problem with humanity. It's like we need to it's like because we're programmed, and you're the same thing, and it's time to freaking change the system. Change your programming, because you're relying on other people to bring you success, to bring you victory, to bring you money, to bring you love, when it's all in you. You don't need anyone else to do this. No one. And it's like erupting to me. There's a feeling here that it's like boiling up inside you, and it's time to release. Let it go. I know I have like the clients, they'll say, well, it's not that easy, Sabrina. And that's bullshit to me. I'm like, what do you mean it's not easy? You just told your body that it's not easy. So your body's like, okay, it's not easy. We're not going to make it easy. It's like you're the power here, and you're telling yourself these things. Stop telling yourself that you can't do these things, because your body listens. Your cells listen to you, because you are the leader of the cells, right? You are like, it's all within you. Okay, I'm going to read from this book. We bring you the empowerment of daring rebirth. The bold spirit in you claims the divine defiance of the phoenix. Did we get the phoenix last week? I don't remember. Maybe. It refuses defeat at every turn. No matter who or what may seek to overpower your spirit, your peace, your loving heart, and your wild optimism, you shall triumph in a divine and daring rebirth. Do not limit yourself with expectations, whether from another or your own mind. There's so much possible for you. a radically different and new you is to become. Believe, and so it shall be. I mean, oh, look at this little word that I just found here. Your fear might be of success, of your own value, of being alone or being rejected, abandoned, judged, ridiculed, shamed, or ignored. Your fear might be that you'll mess up or regret your decisions. It might be that you won't know who you are if you're not your job, relationship, role as a parent or healer, or any other limited identity you have tried to project your entire being into. Life on the other side of that fear might seem unfathomable to your mind. You might worry that you will simply cease to exist. Just to be clear, however, no one who has transitioned from fear-based reality into love-based reality has ever said or will ever say, "I miss my fear-based reality." Although it can be painful, what you are giving up will not be a cause for regret. I like this. Okay. So, yes. Limiting beliefs. Time, I need to do this. I need to follow some sort of rules here. I need to, it's just such a big resistance here to me. I feel like you're choosing to follow this person that is clearly manipulating you, that is clearly directing you in the wrong way. Or it's not even, I don't like to blame people. It's not somebody else's fault that you're here, by the way. It's you. You're choosing. You're choosing this path. But I'm not. I want to do something different. Okay, but your thought process is still the same. Change it up. And you know what? We need to stop doing so much. I got to do this, I got to do it, running around, I got to change things up in my life. But that's not the way it works. Because I don't know how many times I have to ingrain it, you guys. Because it's like you already have your process. Your plan is already set. And for me, I feel like you're being given this message again and again to truly listen. Doesn't feel right? Leave. If you're constantly getting the same messages over and over again, if they don't call you back, they don't talk to you, they ignore you, they ghost you, this, whatever it is, or they're demean you, they condescend to you. What are we doing? Why are you giving excuses to these people? It's time to come undone. And in that undoneness is where you will find that success and that victory. Wow, what a reading. You know what it is to me? I feel like you're there. I literally feel like you're at this precipice moment. It's ready to explode. You need to stop holding on. This is the message of the week. This is very specific. Obviously, all the messages, it is what it is, and it shows up. I'm not gonna make up a story that's gonna this is what this message. So if it doesn't resonate with you, you can go check your rising and your moon or whatever, or just listen to the intro, get whatever messages you need to hear, because here is very clear. You are in full resistance mode, and it's time to change this around. And only you can do it. So this is your message of the week, my beautiful Aries. You got this. Be strong. I will see you next week. Do share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And super thanks me if you can as well. I love you so much. I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Taurus. Happy birthday to all the Tauruses of the week. We have come together. This is freaking gorgeous energy. Come together is these little giraffes with this hearts on top and the stork. So it could also be babies coming, but also just a new relationship coming your way. If you are single, if you have an eye on someone, this is a very good sign. But even a relationship, existing relationship, maybe there's a bonding happening here, or a new friendship coming together, new business partnerships, just something very loving to me here, obviously. a new bond with your daughter or son. It's just this like feeling of reconnection or connection, new connection. So, and an 8 is strong, so eternal. Let's look at these beautiful messages. We have the 4 of Coins, which is abundance and money and settling down, with the Knight of Wands under it. Interesting. Okay. And then we have the Page of Coins with more money and more projects, with the Knight of Swords underneath. Okay. The Queen of Coins. Okay, lots of money coming in. Abundance is yours, Taurus. Oh my God, and the Queen of Pentacles. So we have her showing up twice in this reading. Like there's 2 knights, a page, 2 queens, and a 4, which is foundation. And the Oceans, passion, the soul, wow, and the Vision, Archangel Michael and Lapis Lazuli. Like, hello, people. And it's 444. Fours. This is amazing, by the way. There's a 14, which is a 5, it's change, and 3, which is creativity and passion. This is, okay. I mean, if I just look at this whole in general, there's obviously some of you, let's just talk job, let's say, or career, or business ownership, whatever. There's just like a new project that's going to be lucrative for you, a new movement, whether it's, there could be a raise, it could be a promotion, maybe a head of a department, or just like a new role being created for you. There's like a networking event perhaps that you're going to be you're organizing, or you're going to be joining, and you might have an opportunity there at this networking event. There's just this feeling of leadership with the 2 queens here. Very comfortable, like money, abundance of sorts showing up finally for us, right? Like it's like nice. It's interesting we have come together. So maybe it's not even a relationship, because it could be the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is like a flirty someone coming in that's going to knock your socks off kind of thing in a very charming, passionate way. We have passion here, so that could be that. And the Knight of Swords is more of a conqueror, warrior kind of energy, but quick energy. Like Wands and Swords are pretty quick energies. Wands could be like come summertime, or I guess it's wintertime for you in the southern hemisphere, or the Knight of Swords is like in the next few weeks kind of energy. So there is this feeling of new though, right? The Knights bring, the pages bring us messages. The Knights are the action. The Queens are already, the whole idea of the page is like, this is the message. The message is the Page of Coins. It's time to start this new project. It's time to get creative again. It's time to get your monies in order. It's time to invest, whatever. It's all this kind of energy. And it's that message coming to you. And the Knight is like, okay, we got the message. Now we're going to get this shit done. The Knight of Wands is like, we're gonna create some networking events or some fun celebratory events. And the Knight of Swords like, yeah, we're going to talk. Maybe this is communication as well, the swords, right? Yeah, interesting. Some of you might be doing a webinar or Zoom meetings, or interesting. And then the Queen is like, okay, thank you, Knights, for setting it all up, because I'm going to sit on my throne now, and I'm going to lead, and I'm going to guide, and I'm going to talk, and I'm going to whatever. In a nurturing way, but also a kick-ass kind of way. I feel like some of you are going to maybe get even rewarded for this, or promoted. There's just this beautiful feeling of stepping it up within your jobs or within your careers. like there's like movement here. And the 4 of Coins is stability, it's foundation, it's business, it's usually material, right? It's like money. Like your hard work is paying off for you. And like the oceans show up here, which is emotions, but the oceans also maybe your, I don't know, I just got this message. Like maybe you wrote a book, or maybe you did something like the swords could be media, like communications, like film, what have you. And the wands energy is business. So it's like maybe there's like, it's a global something that's going to make a success across the ocean, or maybe some of you are traveling to get this award, or maybe it's not even just an award, because it's like your message is going across, right? It's going in the waves, in the owned in French, but it's like being heard. The vision, I mean, it's such a beautiful energy. Archangel Michael and Lapis Lazuli. That's like communication. And Knight of Swords, communication. So definitely something's happening here. And with the come together, and if I look at it as a love thing, there is some of you, if you're single, you will like meet someone who is very creative, innovative, outgoing, has money. There's stability here. Definitely feels like this. But maybe even someone within your field of passion, like something you love to do. Maybe you cross the ocean again. Maybe you're traveling this week or the next few weeks. You'll meet them there. But this ocean thing also feels like, you see, it's bravery. It's like she's stepping on the world. And she looks luminous, right? She doesn't look afraid. It's like stepping away from your fears and moving into this beautiful, like she's so confident, the Queen of Pentacles, right? It's Capricorn energy. It's our fellow earth sign. I mean, all the coins here are earth. It's Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. The Knight of Wands is Sagittarius, and the Knight of Swords is Gemini. And I don't know, I feel there's something coming. And it, like the Knight of Swords, like these two, they're so beautiful in this deck. They just feel it feels very creative to me. Like it's a creative project that you've been working on for the longest time, and it's just going to come into fruition for you. Like coming together. It's all coming together for you, Taurus. Like freaking awesome. Like whatever it is that you've been working on for the longest time. It could even just be like a jewelry or like decor or something that you've been working on with your hands, or not even, because the Page of Coins doesn't necessarily have to be hands. It could be like in a book, in like you're creating systems. Like the oceans is healing. You could have healing jobs. You could be, but I like that she's balancing on the world, on Earth. She's in the waters. It's just a feeling of finding your balance again, like finding the emotionally, which is huge. It's such a shit show, right? Let's look at this card. The Vision. Okay, let's do this. We bring you the gift of vision, an inspirational insight from which you shall derive energy, motivation, and a sense of purpose. You have many abilities and the capacity to do numerous things with your talent, time, and energy. We know your heart yearns for a meaningful, focused purpose. You have things you want to accomplish, perhaps so many that at times you may feel as though you are attempting to live more than one life in this lifetime. That's really interesting. We know you can benefit from a vision, something that integrates all you want to do into one unifying purpose. Even if you do not see how it is possible for all your talents and dreams to be woven into one master vision, we know that love makes us all things possible, according to its own creative intelligence and wisdom. The universe shall take care of the details, and from the loving universal mind, in accordance with divine timing and your own readiness, we shall gift you with your vision. It's like a lot of reading. This is an Alana Fairchild crystal. Alana Fairchild is one of my, she writes a lot, but it's a lot too. But her words are beautiful. If you've been waiting for clear guidance and direction to come to you, this oracle brings you news that it shall be given to you. This may have already happened, in which case you are being asked to return to your vision and put your faith in it. If you're impatient for your vision to come to you or to be further clarified, then this oracle brings you reassurance that your prayers will be answered and your insight into the divine plan as it relates to your life purpose and divine destiny will be shown to you. This will happen at the best time for you so that what you are shown really gets through. I love it. All right. Our dreams are coming true, Taurus. And there's just this feeling of you're literally moving into something that you've been working on for the longest time. This is vision. It's kind of cool, right? It's showing up like you're starting to see things come to fruition. And there could be help from women in your life. 2 women here, very strong, but also 2 younger men as well. So there's a lot of, there's a balance we see here, man, woman kind of thing. And there could be when it comes to love, then it could be like a younger man coming in for you. That's spontaneous and more free thinker than you are. You're more grounded. That could be if you're a woman, of course. If you're a man, then you can take it either way as well. It could be a younger woman coming in that is more, I don't know, I just feel like there's this such a beautiful energy. Loving it. There's just something very solid here. Like things are coming together for you, Taurus. And it's from years of work and your vision is coming to life. Just roll with it. Don't make other plans. Even now that you've heard this, okay, I gotta no, don't make other plans. Let the things flow as they may, because to me there's success coming your way, abundance coming your way, like a new vision, a new project moving towards you. And also just with the queens, to me it feels very real, it feels like abundant, it feels love, it just feels very like it's been maybe a little topsy-turvy in the past, like a while ago. Things have been moving on our side, Taurus, so take advantage of it. And again, like I said, it could be a mother energy or a woman energy, a best friend energy. Rely on these women in your life, because the younger energy here is the one who's bringing in this creativity. And you're just going to put it into play kind of thing. Wow. Okay, this is I totally see it. If you're writing a book and you have to do a marketing campaign, and this is you sitting in your laurels, right? If you are doing some like a project is happening, here's the Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, you creating a hype kind of thing, and this is that energy, and it feels freaking awesome. So enjoy these and revel in them, and I will see you next week. Check your rising and your moon if this doesn't resonate at all, and also like, comment, share, subscribe, and super thanks if you can. Love you so much, Taurus. Amaze balls. All right. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Gemini. We got wishing well. I love this card. It's this wishing well filled with coins, and there's a mask in the air, like a Venetian mask. And there's just this golden energy of lights, of new, of fun, but also like abundance and this field of green. It's just like a really positive card of possibilities coming your way. And to me, when I see this girl, she's like walking, like her back is to it. You see? Like she sees it. She's like, oh, I see it. But this is what I said in Instagram and Facebook. I feel like there's something coming your way, like a soulmate or a new project, or I don't know, like a gift of sorts, like money, whatever. And you're like, you see it, like she sees it, but she doesn't believe it. And I almost feel like it's like not gonna come if you don't be proactive about it. This is the thing. It's like a wishing well, but if you're wishing for something to come true, then you gotta believe that it's gonna come true, right? A lot of us like, oh, I wish this, and then they forget about it, and they're like, oh, it was just like a pipe dream kind of thing. And that's what I feel is coming towards you, Gemini. I feel like there's something coming, and you're just blasé about it. But let's see what's going on here. We have the 7 of Coins, which is kind of funny because this is daydreaming and wishful thinking. So like, okay, with the 10 of Swords. Interesting. The 7 of Swords, I don't like to see that. Okay, that's like dishonesty, lying, people around you that are, okay. With the Devil. Gemini, what is going on here? All right. Oh, fuck. The 7 of Cups. Okay, 7, 7, 7. Alrighty. And the 4 of Swords. Water. So the emotions are high. Atoms. Building. Ascended Master Mary Magdalene, how beautiful, and Aqua Aura Quartz, Divine Alchemy. Okay, so what is interesting, Mary Magdalene is the Christ lineage, which is usually number 7, life path, and we have 777 here. So okay. What is going on here? And that's so funny because the wishing well, we're going to start with the 7 of Coins. The 7 of Coins is this, oh, the 7 of Coins. I thought it was the 7 of Cups. It's not wishful thinking, but it kind of is. It's like she's created a project, or you've created something in your life, and you're patiently waiting for all the coins to fall into place. And things are not moving as fast as you wish. And that's why you're like, okay, just a pipe dream. I've put it out there, Sabrina. I put it out there, and it still hasn't worked, right? You're impatient. The 10 of Swords, I'm like, ugh. You're coming to the end of the, like, 10 of Swords is like massive thought. It's Gemini energy, by the way. And it's like this, like I'm thinking. I'm gonna like think my way down to the well, right? Thing. So what this card tells me is that you have something coming in the works. You just need to hold on. But it's so interesting to me because the 7 of Swords and the Devil show that there's something at play here. Like someone around you, people around you that don't want this wishing well, don't want your dreams to come true, are kind of happy that things are taking time for you. Are like, they're kind of happy that your path to the wishing well is a little bit full of obstacles, and you're allowing this energy here to keep you this way, to keep you not moving into this next journey, to not like trusting that this wishing well is like abundant for you. I don't know. There's a really yucky energy. I gotta tell you, Seven of Swords and the Devil together. That's like, I don't even think I've ever gotten this together. This is someone who manipulative, controlling, full-on ego, someone who will lie to get whatever they want, someone who will use you, my beautiful Geminis, to impede you from getting this abundance, from impede you from love, from impede you. Like, there's someone very yuck. But you know, everyone that's yuck in our life is a reflection of ourselves. So we have to think of why this yucky person is still in your life. And why are you allowing this to happen? Is it because you're not feeling 100% good about yourself and you're allowing this person to control you? It's because you're controlling yourself somehow, or controlling others. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done this week, my beautifuls. A lot. Because you're stuck. You're stuck here. It's like the bee wants to fly, but all these swords are all around her, like holding her back from, like, she can't get up because she'll get pierced. You know, people come into our lives for a reason, to show us something, and we reject them for showing it to us, but we should be grateful for them to showing us that, yeah, you're not right for me, or yeah, I don't need to be down this path. I actually need to trust the fact that these paths that I've created eons ago, or whatever, this lifetime that I've decided to be in, is meant for me. And if it's taking a little bit of time for the abundance to come in, if it's taking a little time for this relationship to come in, whatever it is that you want, it's okay. But this is like, it could be, like, for me, I feel like it's someone else, but it could be you holding yourself back as well. Could be you wanting things to happen, like now, wanting things to, like, why can't it, like, you know, the why is it happening, the victim mode. Why is it happening to me? This is the villain mode, right? Like, I want to think that you're lying or cheating on people, but it could be you too for these things. And it's like, because you're impatient to be getting somewhere, and you're going to do whatever it takes to do that. But it's like, this is such a beautiful energy here, because to me it's like atoms, you know? It's building blocks. Like, like, there's such a rush. I feel like a rush here. You're in a rush to be somewhere. You're in a rush to get somewhere. You're in a rush to have this money. You're in a rush. Like, relinquish that. Surrender. Allow things to happen. This is why this kind of energy will show up, because it's like this control energy, this like ego energy. Like, I need to prove something. A little Aries kind of showing up here. Proving something to the world. Proving something to yourself. Like, you have this a beautiful pot of gold waiting for you, and you're clouding it with this. You're allowing someone else's energy to cloud your mind. Like, it's almost like it's like, I almost feel like there could be a narcissist, or whatever these kinds of labels that you put on people. There could be that in your life, and you're blaming it on this person for your misgivings, for your impatience. And it's like, stop. Almost like stop. First, we don't blame and shame others, because it's you making this choice to stay with this person. And if you're not in a relationship, if this could be something external holding you back, it's time to squash this. Because nobody has control over you. Nobody. You choose someone to have control over you. And you're completely impatient. Like, I feel that energy so strong. like you want something to happen like now and it's not. You need to take a step back. This is the Seven of Cups. This is the daydreaming one. This is the energy of like, look at me. There's 7 paths that are opening up for you. If you could just be patient, you're going to have all this opportunity and all these possibilities show up for you. But we need you to, like, you're going to have to walk through some kind of energy. It could even be like divorce here. Like a really nasty divorce or nasty separation. It could be like a really bad breakup, a really bad, you're leaving, you're quitting your job, you're getting fired, something like a massive overhaul in your life that feels really icky, right, and negative, but it's something you need to do. If you didn't listen to my intro, I talk about that. We have to walk through the destruction to get to the other side. And here you're being asked to freaking walk through this heaviness that will be coming your way if you stop being impatient. Like, it's like trusting the process. It's really clear. It's all here. You're not. You're like trying to make what is it? You're trying to make honey without the bees or something like that. You're trying to do something without like trusting the plan. And it almost feels like you're and some of you are drowning in it, this water. Instead of using this water, this creation, right, to build something new. Cups is water, is emotion as well. There's this feeling here, and the Four of Swords is taking time out and relaxing. Like she's like completely like chillax here. The Four of Swords is stop thinking so much, even though the Four of Swords is a Libra energy, which is thinking, but it's like there's a lot of over the Seven of Swords is Aquarius. You know, it's all your signs are here. Your sister signs are showing up here. There's just this feeling of you wanting something really bad to happen, and you almost don't even realize that you are creating this blockage instead of seeing the opportunity that's showing up. And you need to take time, step back. You need to take a step back, my beautifuls. Because this energy that's holding you back, whether it's yours or someone else's, it's all the same, because someone else is you anyways, is out of fear. Fear of being alone, fear of rejection, fear of not having enough money, fear, you know, all the fears, whatever, right? And fears, like, again, it's an illusion. There's nothing to be feared of. Like, there's nothing to fear because your plan is already set for you, and you're just not trusting it. And you're being impatient about it. And it's almost like as soon as you step outside of the fear, all these possibilities will show up for you, and you're just going to have to take the time to observe and be the observer, relax, enjoy what's coming towards you. I really like this. So this Mary Magdalene card is 333. It's 117, like that. You're being advised that something in your world, perhaps even in your body, is going to be blessed with healing transformation so profound it can never be undone. Nice. The spiritual repair is not simply a patch-up job, but a profound reconstruction that will change the substance, quality, and consciousness of that physical world reality. There will be a purging and a reconstruction. This oracle also comes to you with a message for your alchemical empowerment. Whatever you want to change in your physical world can change. What is needed is a commitment to consciousness, growth, and unconditional trust in the process. Don't give up until it is as you would wish it to be. You must believe in yourself and in the power of the divine. The art of divine alchemy will express itself through you and the world around you shall be blessed by its healing power. Trust the freaking process, basically. Because your plan is already here and it's set and you're not seeing it. And you're allowing this kind of Seven of Swords, this devil energy and this Ten of Swords energy to engulf you without even seeing the beautiful possibilities. And even the fact that this is here and you have to wait for it because you need to wait for it. This is something that because you need a deadline, you need to have things happen to you. And you're like, no, things need to take its course. What a beautiful card. I mean, it's not beautiful for you're like, yo, dude, I have a devil and a Seven of Swords. It's not beautiful, but it is. Because it's almost like this is your wake-up call, Gemini. Enough. Enough playing with the devil inside you, enough playing with the devil outside of you. Because here you have possibilities coming your way. It's time to take a step back and fucking allow the process to happen. You're building something new. With Mary Magdalene, hello, she's like the queen, next to you, helping you through this. If you need to get an aqua or a quartz, a blue quartz, to keep with you this week or for the next few weeks, then do that. But to me, there is something waiting for you on the other side of the corner, and you're just needing to release yourself from this energy that, like I said, is from outside of you or inside of you. I see something grand happening so take this time. Trust the process is what you need to do. Stop blaming the devil inside you or outside of you. Stop playing in these games. It's not working. There's something beautiful coming towards you. Okay, Gemini? Let's do this. So check your rising, your moon if this didn't resonate. Also, like, share, comment, subscribe. Super thanks if you can. And I will see you next week. Love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Cancer. We got details. So this speaks to me clearly of some of you signing a lease, signing a car, getting a loan, buying a new home. I don't know, something, or writing a book, details. It's like signing a contract, negotiations, maybe you do events or something to that, or getting a raise, a promotion. Check the freaking writing, right? Check the contract. Make sure all the T's are crossed, the I's are dotted, kind of thing. There's something that you're being asked to pay attention to. It could be within your job, they're giving you a responsibility, whatever. Check what it is. That's the only thing that comes to my mind when I see this. But let's see what else the reading has for you. The Five of Wands, is competition. The Hierophant, Taurus. Hierarchy, someone giving you problems, rules. Interesting. Rules and regulations. The World, beautiful. Travel. Temperance, balance of emotions. Mastery card. Moderation. Eight of Wands, something coming in fast. Seven of Wands, having faith in that. Rain. What does rain have to do here? It's interesting. Rain is washing away. The lake. Look at that. A lot of water here, Cancer. And we have the Ascended Master Merlin, Magician, and Mystic Merlinite. Read the energy. Read the details. I like it. Okay. So, what do we have here for you? At first glance with the Five of Wands, which is the only one that could be like seen as something interesting. It's like a little bit of a struggle. Could be with a Taurus, could be with a person of, it doesn't look like it here, like it's a llama doing aerobics on the thing, but the Hierophant is usually someone who, like a financial advisor, a teacher, someone, you know, with, would be here, a mother, father, parent, someone like, who shows you the way kind of thing, and you're kind of struggling with that. So I don't know why you would be, maybe it's someone with contracts or negotiations or something that, like a publisher or what have you, and they're giving you too many, too many rules, which I can't stand either. So, and you're kind of fighting a little bit against it. Like you're like, I'll give you this loan, but you know, here is what I want. And you're like, no, man, you're either going to give me the loan or not, or I'm going to allow you to do this event if blah, blah, blah. It's like, that's that kind of feeling here. You're fighting with a financial advisor. You're fighting like, you know, I don't know. There's something like that. Not fighting, but like a little bit of arguing. Or someone like stealing your ideas about something that you're doing. I don't know. Like you're there's a little struggle with a power, like an authority. It could be a landlord, you know. It could be just like whatever, any authority figures. But everything else feels really interesting because the world is like an end of a chapter, moving into a new chapter of your life, a travel, victory, success kind of energy. So maybe you need to go through this little struggle moment to get to this place, because Temperance is that as well. It's like this feeling of, look at her, she feels balanced, she feels like good with herself, or he, whatever. It's just this freedom almost, right? So here you needed to like go through all the details, all the contractual work, all the agreements and all this with someone who is stubborn like a Taurus. And here you are moving into, you're like, it's like you've done it, boom, and now you're ready for the next leg. And it feels like you're free. You feel like you're like moving into something completely new. Like the rain is washing away all that is old. Not all of it, but some of it that is old for you. And this is maybe the depth, the lake for me, like she's drowning here. It's like a moon card is almost probably this. Like it's a little bit weighty to me, like the beginning of the week or whenever this happens for you. There's like this energy of like you'll doubt yourself, you'll doubt this move that you need to make, you'll doubt this like project that is coming. Don't, Cancer. Keep moving forward, because to me I see something beautiful happening. You know, like read the energy. It's kind of cool as advice. It's like, don't look too much into. It's like, I'm sorry, I keep looking at this window and it looks like there's a massive, like lizard in the window. But I'm not sure if it is. But anyway. So you're moving into this like new journey, and I almost feel like as soon as you finish this. As soon as you like lock down this, whatever this is, contract or move, change, this new journey that opens up for you is like quick movement. Like it like happens like boom for you, and you won't even realize. You're like, oh my God. And it'll be so quick for you that you'll lose a little bit of faith again. You'll be like, oh no, maybe this is so quick. Why is it happening so quick? You're going to question yourself like you do, Cancer, all the time. And 7 of Wands is like, no, man. You're going to hold on to that freaking wand. You're going to trust whatever is happening for a reason. Like, this is like a beautiful freaking energy. Because it's like you're having to go through this very blocked traditional like way of doing things. This is what this is, the Hierophant, and it's going to open up a whole new journey for you. And as soon as your journey begins, it's quick. It's a quick turnaround for you. So whatever this is, man, it's amazing. Could be career, could be like fun, life, just in general. It just feels like you're moving into your mastery. You're like feeling good. Finally, like you're not feeling like it's the end. There is like the castle on top of this water. Like there's a heaviness that has led you throughout this lifetime, and now you're seeing the tip of the castle, kind of thing. And I don't like it could be travel, but I see it more as like a beginning of a new journey for you in any area of your life, like a feeling of freedom to me, and coming from a little bit of a like struggle, a little bit of altercation even with somebody who's traditional in their ways of doing life, and their, you know, in the way money is like could be money, could be whatever it is, you know, has to do with these details. Like it could be someone, a lawyer, a notary, you know, an advisor, something. And you're like, as soon as you put that away, you move into this new journey, and it's freaking awesome. So let's see what our Merlin, our magician, has to tell you. I love it. All right, what does Merlin have to say to us? It's being suggested that you learn to read between the lines. This means listening for the truth behind the words that others use. It means to look for the truth in actions. It also means to open to what you feel or sense or somehow just know, even if it doesn't seem to match appearances. Perhaps especially then. If you want more information about a situation, person, or decision you need to make or have recently made, to know the best way to go when faced with various options, then this oracle brings you guidance. The oracle says that the information you need is right before you in the energetic field. Trust yourself, tune in. You can find out what you need by reading the energy. It's really beautiful, actually. So, like, basically, it's so interesting that most of these cards is like really listen and trust yourself, basically. Something like it's kind of about the details, right? Like, look at I can read energy. I'm sure you can read energy. You'll know when you're signing this contract. You'll know when you're doing something, that there's this, when you're starting this new journey, that it's right for you. Trust that niggle. I'm like, literally, we don't trust that little poke. Something beautiful is starting for you. So enjoy this ride. And if you feel like, if you're in a little struggle mode with someone, a Taurus, or it doesn't have to be a Taurus, or someone like an authority figure, let it happen and just ride through it. But something beautiful is coming your way, and and as soon as you step onto that journey, it's going to be like a really speedy movement. Like you're starting something new. I love it. All right, Cancer, this is what I have for you. I love you. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also, like, comment, share, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. All right, I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Leo. We got Storm Fields, number 9. So when I see this card, there's a house with a storm on top of it, and there's this pathway with a bee and flowers, and I don't know what this is, mushroom perhaps, and it's black and white tiling going along the thing. This is like Freemasonry symbolism. For me, it means like Matrix, right? The illusion out there, heading to the storm. So jaggedy lines. When I see the storm card, to me, it's like a tower card, and I love it because I feel like you're walking through you're walking on a zigzaggy, destructive path right now in certain areas of your life. Could be in a relationship, could be your job, could be something that has been coming up for a long time now, Leo, and it's like, okay, why are we still walking down this path, right? Why it's time to not skirt around the issue and go around the home. It's time to walk into the eye of the storm kind of thing. So there's something here, like a message coming through to Leo that needs to like address something in their life that haven't. And it's coming, like, we're constantly being sent messages throughout our lifetime, and we there's a tendency for the human to be like, oh no, I'm gonna fix this problem. I'm going to head on and like put a temporary band-aid on it, or I'm just gonna, like, no, the universe, God, creator has just given you a message that maybe this is not aligned with you. Bye. Let's move forward. But no. So this is why it's coming up for you. Okay, I just need this. Let's look at your cards. We have the Empress. So the Empress speaks of mother energy, female, divine feminine energy, strength, nurturing, what have you. So it could be like you're walking through a storm when it comes with a parent, a sibling, a relationship, someone of a feminine, like it could be someone older than you. Usually it is, but I'm saying it doesn't have to be. So let's look further into this. The High Priestess in reverse speaks of, High Priestess is that knowing, right? She's in the major arcana and she knows. It's that inner knowing, but it's in reverse. So it's like you're lying to yourself, or about this Empress, perhaps. You're hiding something. You're having a hard time expressing yourself. You have a blocked, third eye when it comes to this Empress. Could be you too. You're not seeing something that's directly in front of you, hence the storm. I like that, actually. The Temperance card. The Temperance card speaks of balancing your emotions with your mental. The Temperance card is like moderation, doing things in moderation in your life, right? Finding kind of a balance. It's almost like a Justice card, but it's like finding the balance with your relationships and your career. It also could be about the finances in your life. So let's see. And then we have the King of Wands in reverse, which is you in reverse. So the King of Wands, I'm sure you know, some of you know this is one of my favorite cards, my kings, because I think he's like amazing, fiery, passionate, loyal if he wants to be, faithful if he wants to be, if you give him reason to be, kind of thing. That's what the King of Wands is, right? But in reverse, he could be super cocky and arrogant and vengeful. And the fact that he's here could be you, right? Resisting something. Resisting like a support from a divine feminine, or maybe could also be it's interesting because the Empress and the King of Wands could be a mother, father, a husband, wife. It could be like a man-woman kind of thing here. I don't know. I gotta look at this again. Even though I've already done this. It was the second takeover here. I'm like looking at it differently. The Knight of Cups in reverse to me speaks of, Knight of Cups is romance, idealism and love kind of thing. It's usually a knight is bringing things together. So you see he has a picnic. It's this whole like, but it's in reverse. And that means there's some of you in a relationship that probably don't need to be in this relationship. There could be some deceit going on, dishonesty within this relationship, or it's like self-hatred, like denial of sorts. I know it's a heavy card. It's a heavy thing here. And then there's the Nine of Cups, which is like, what? This is like fulfillment, reward. But then when I looked at this all in the previous reading, it all made sense to me because there is some, there's some, I'm going to read this after actually. There's like some, with these reversals, let's just look at the reversals. The High Priestess and the King of Wands and the Knight of Cups, these are like major arcanas and court cards. And there's a lot of not trusting yourself when it comes to perhaps the Empress in your life, or the Empress within you. It's like you're almost not trusting your choices and your decisions, and you're like allowing others around you, could be a boss, could be a colleague, someone of authority perhaps, like your partner, whatever, or friends or mentors, to guide you and lead you. But you're the Temperance speaks of mastery as well. It's like you've forgotten who you are, Leo, and now you find yourself in this storm, right? You've given away your power, the King of Wands, kind of, you've given away your power to someone that you feel like is above you, which I've always taught you or whatever, that we are not, there's no one above us, even though you think they are in this hierarchy of society, but there's no one above you, right? It's you're the responsible one of your life. So it's time to stop like allowing somebody over you who get paid more than you or whatever to decide what you want to do with your life, how you want to spend your money, how you want to what job you want to do, how you want to talk in a relationship, how you want to be. It's just like, I feel like there's a lot of here you forgetting who you are. And that's why you find yourself in the storm a lot, but you're just like avoiding the storm. You're like, no, I don't want to deal with this relationship, even though it sucks. I don't want to deal with, it's okay that he doesn't love me. It's okay that she cheats on me. It's okay that this happens. It's like you're dishonoring your soul every time. It's okay that my boss like yells at me and treats me like a piece of shit in front of everybody. It's okay. It's okay that this is happening, even though I'm uncomfortable here. I feel like I'm in the eye of a storm. I feel like I am more worthy of it, but it's okay. It's that okay thing that doesn't work here for me. For you, especially, Leo. And I feel like you've lost your like sense of knowing with this High Priestess in reverse. I feel like you're conforming, right? You're conforming to people's rules, or you're just being a little bit lazy, not really listening to your inner knowing. But all this to say is that and this is like self-hatred too, like self-denial, like because if you really truly loved yourself, then you wouldn't be in that bad relationship. You wouldn't be in that job that's really sucks, right? You wouldn't be like dealing with people around you that treat you like shit. You wouldn't be feeling this angst all the time because you would be loving yourself. But some of you are not, and you have to be here. That's why when I look at the Nine of Cups, I'm like, this is showing up because you're needing to be here, to be feeling these things, to be feeling condescended towards, to be feeling like less than zero kind of thing. That like for kicking yourself in the foot for saying, okay, why am I not listening to myself? Like, why am I allowing my mother, my grandmother, my mentor, my sister, you know, all these people, my partner, my boss, whatever, to talk down at me or to decide my life or to choose my path. And Temperance is like, it's up to you to make that decision. You have it within you, right? To choose this path of yours. But you kind of, it's easier to blame others in your life. Well, she's controlling or he's controlling. And these are choices that you're making to remain with control, to remain with blame, to remain with like sacrifice, or like you're staying in these things, and it's only you are the one who's responsible for it. And that's why this storm is here. It's like, go through, accept the responsibility for where you have found yourself, and now make a decision to, let's turn this high priestess around and start listening to your inner instinct, your inner vision. You know, we are such a blame society. Like, oh, it's because of. No, as soon as you hear it's because of, you're like, it's because of me. So now I gotta switch it up. I gotta stand in my awareness and say, okay, I'm not happy because I'm in this situation. How can I change it? Not how can they change it. Like, that's their life, right? And if they choose to shit on you and you choose to accept it, then it's on you again. So it's like, this is where we're at right now. You want to make a change in your life? Take out that blank canvas of yours and make a change. Enough, and walk through the storm, Leo. Enough, like, you know, you're very sociable, you're very fun, you're very like a life of the party, but avoiding the issues is making you, it's just, you're just like corkscrewing into the ground kind of thing, right? You're just, oh, you're having a lot of fun and you're the life of the party, but that's it. And you're living on a surface when you're the king of the jungle. And the king of the jungle like stands and on top of the mountain and leads, right? By example. And I love this Nine of Cups showing up here, because the Nine of Cups speaks of the finally getting it, right? Like, it's almost like the universe is putting you on a trial. Well, they are, but anyway, so it's like lessons after freaking lessons. But this is like, okay, Leo, we're at a precipice. We're at a point in this journey that you want to continue allowing others to lead, be the kings of the jungle, or would you like to take your role again? Because if you take your role, we're sending you abundance, we're sending you love, we're sending you the relationship that is meant for you or not, or we're sending you that path that is open. But otherwise, if you're just playing, you continue playing in the field and allowing others to like temper you down, to allow others to like keep you down and dim your light, then we will like abide by that as well. And then we have the Earth, Mother Earth, which is interesting because the Empress is here, and we have fire, ignition, which is you. These two cards show up to me. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Fire and earth. It's time to get grounded, but it's time to kickstart your new path. Ignite the passion that's within you, the creativity that is lying within you to start this new path. Right? These two cards coming makes a lot of sense to me here, because you are being a little bit complacent within this relationship, within this job, within your life, with how you are leading your life. You're allowing others to lead. It's not very Leo, right? And it's time for me. It's like, hello, this is who you are. You're the, like, are you the innovator like the air signs? No, but you're the igniter of the network, right? Of the social, of your life. So what are we choosing here? And I kind of like this because it's an 8 card, strength card, Leo. It's Leo here. Well, we have the Leo here too, but it's in reverse because you're resisting something. The Empress is Taurus, Libra, Temperance is Sagittarius, Knight of Cups is Pisces. And Nine of Cups is Pisces, High Priestess is Cancer. These are significant to you. And as your advice card, you have the Goddess Sekhmet and Fire Agate. Passion of the Lion Heart. Like, hello. When this flew out for you, I was like, okay. But there was a really big message for Leo there. So let's see. I'm going to read from the book. 39. Trust your passion and your heart. Believe in what moves you most. The desires in your heart are there by divine design. They are as they are meant to be. You are here to further your journey of trusting in the heart. Whether that means you have been a raging divine lion for many years, or are just starting to wonder if you can turn your quiet truths into a mighty roar. You're being invited to go deeper into the passion of your heart and live your divine purpose with courage and conviction. If your heart is tired, broken, overwhelmed, despairing, doubting, or suffering from compassion fatigue, this oracle brings you comfort. Allow your passion to motivate you, not burn you out. Take the time you need, allow the divine to heal you, and know your shining lion heart shall burn bright with energy again soon. If you feel you are lacking in courage, passion, or emotional motivation, perhaps suffering not only from fatigue, but apathy, depression, or despair too, you are going to overcome anything and everything that stands in the way of your loving heart. I mean, this is like a beautiful message to you, like exactly what was said here. It's like you have that fire. You have that fire within you. It's your sign, fire. And there's a little part of you that is extinguishing that light and allowing others to control the storm in your life, whereas you want to take lead of the storm, right? The only way you can dissipate it is by you putting it out. So I feel like this is a really important message for you, Leo, because you are the fire in this freaking zodiac cycle, right? I love the Leos. I'm rising Leo too. There's a message here too. It's like, stop doubting yourself. Start listening. Listen in to the fire that's in your soul, because that's not to be lost. That's a huge trait of yours. You are the leaders in that sense, so it's time to lead. I love you, and this is your reading of the week. So, check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also, like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. But this to me feels like you're at a precipice in your life, Leo, and you need to start listening and stop allowing others to decide your path. Anybody. All right, this is it. I love you. I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Virgo. We got home 27. When I saw this on Instagram and Facebook, I was like, home is very simple. It's literal. It's like maybe some of you are moving into a new home, selling a home. Like there is a stability, growth, foundation here. But home also felt to me like home within your heart. Like some of you like moving into new relationships, perhaps moving into a new relationship with self, learning to love your home, which is your physical vessel, learning to love everything about you. Like just this, like when you think of home, what do you think of? You think of comfortable, like relaxing, like enjoying the family, enjoying the hearth. Like this feeling here is that a lot of you are settling in to something comfortable, right? But let's look at the reading first before we get into like this beautiful like thing. Let's go. And we start with a reversal, the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is all about marriage, success, celebration. In reverse, could be that there is all of these things happening for you and you're not seeing it. You're, it's really interesting. The Four of Wands in reverse is not like all the other cards. It's not like, oh no, there's no success for you. This is like a card of, it's a still good card in reverse, but it's like you're not seeing the beauty around you. And it's like, stop to smell the roses kind of thing. And the King of Pentacles is underneath. Oh, I kind of like that, actually. I'm going to go for it right now. The Four of Wands and the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is like someone in your life that could have financially secure, or it's you who has a business or an important job. It just feels like a financial stability in your life. Could be like a banker or a financial advisor that you are... that you need to talk to or are talking with. But it just feels to me like King of Pentacles is that loyal, faithful king. You know, it's like it's going to take care of you, support you, encourage you. And a lot of you are perhaps in a relationship or not, or have this kind of figure around you. Could be a father, a mentor, or whatever. And this person is here to support you in any way you can, or it's you. But you're not seeing this stability. Like, you're not seeing the potentiality of it. You're not even accepting any support or help from anyone else. And it's like, I'm like, here, it's here. I'm giving it to you. And you're like, no, I can do this on my own, you know, kind of thing. Right? Like, it's such a funny world that we live in. I don't understand anyways. Like, if someone's offering something to you, you take it. We've been like programmed to say, no, you have to be independent and but there's a King of Pentacles in your life that wants to give you the world. And you're like, no. So this is interesting, Virgo. Who's supporting your dream, who's like offering you like security or stability, but it's not because you're not stable or secure, by the way. It's just that there's this extra coming in too. Interesting. And then the Judgment in reverse. So the Judgment card is this aha moment in your life. It's like this awakening. It's like, and then here it's like you're not seeing something again. You see? It's like so simple in your face. The God Creator Universe has given you something, a gift. The King of Pentacles. And you're like, no. I'm going to make my life a living hell. I'm going to I'm going to hate everything I do. I'm going to, you're going to be a self-defeatist. Wow, Virgo. I'm going to judge myself. I'm going to judge others. I'm going to judge this person, the King of Pentacles coming in. How dare you offer me, I don't know, if you're doing a project and you're getting money, take it. Like, what are we doing here? Because I don't, just take the support. The universe works exactly like this, and it's something that we have to start to catch on. Because a lot of us, what we do is we try to find an excuse, right? If the universe has sent you money, no matter how the money comes to you, doesn't matter. Well, it's coming from my ex, this girl that used to date my ex. Who cares? The money has come to you, and you said no because I'm independent and I can do whatever I want to do, and all the story. The universe has said, well, I just gave you an in, and you rejected it. So another lesson for you, right? It's the same. This is the constant, and this is what I'm seeing here, is that some of you are being offered love, security, an offer of financial help, or an offer of love, loyalty. And it's your turn to Page of Pentacles. It's your turn to take it and do something with it. whether it's love, whether it's material, whether it's money. Let's be creative with it. Do something with it. Like whatever it is being given to you, Virgo here, renovate your home. Renovate the home inside you. Take yourself to a retreat. That's that's what it is, helping your home, right? Like when you overhaul your kitchen, do that to yourself. Overhaul your insides, kind of thing. This is the Page of Pentacles to me here. Is like, take what you have. You're being given, again, money. You're given something, like a form of betterment. What can you do with that? There's a blank canvas in front of you, Virgo. It's a new home. Like if you had to envision just like the foundation, how would you build your new home, right? Physical and here as well. Wow. Deep, deep, deep. Four of Swords. Retreat. Relax. Take time for yourself. You're too busy not accepting help from others, not accepting like the money coming in from someone else, or even like help from others. That's what I see that here. You're almost too busy in your head with like it's like here what it's saying is like it's really simple here for you, and you're making it complicated. So there's an open home, open doors coming your way, then enter. Stop making so much of a big deal out of it. It's like the Judgment in reverse is almost like going back to simplicity, going back to the basics kind of thing. I'm offering, someone's offering, and you say, thank you, yes, I need it. It's not that hard to say, Virgo. You don't have to be that like independent, whatever, feminist, masculinist, whatever you are. Like, it doesn't matter. I don't know. I feel like some of you are even working on a creative project, or you're working on something and you're still on the fence for taking this financial support or taking this like help. It doesn't always have to be financial. It could just be help, because the King of Pentacles is a Taurus energy. Taurus is all about helping people, whether that's with money or not. I mean, your Page of Pentacles is you too, is like Virgo, Capricorn, you. Judgment is Scorpio, Four of Wands is Aries, Four of Swords is Libra. There's like people around you in all the different signs trying to help you here. And the Fool card is the Zero card. It's the take the risk, jump into that new home, jump into that whatever it is that's coming your way. Like, it's here to help you see the brighter future for you. It's here to help you move into something completely new, and to help you feel, replenish your soul, you know, kind of thing. I almost feel like some of you, or one of you, is like, was offered even a marriage proposal, and you were like, no, because I don't know, for some reason, from a really good person, actually. And now you're having to rethink that proposal. It could be like a marriage, it could be a relationship, it could be whatever it is. It's just there's some kind of offering that came to you that was actually amazing, and you rejected it because of your silly ideas and your limited beliefs. And now it's time to, like, the Fool card is like, just go for it. Like, why are we thinking? And I also, like, if you didn't listen to my intro, I talk a lot about how we're so hung up on devising and planning and organizing our lives, that we don't trust the plan. There's you're coming from the future. Your plan is already created. You've already created your life, and we create like 6,000 paths around it. Because no, how am I going to do this? Because you're going to just do. Stop organizing, Virgo. Stop saying no to things that are being handed to you. Everything any kind of opportunity that shows up, is not like something fluky. It's like here to help you through this. It's something to think about when you're moving forward. If like you're working like you don't need to work hard. Like it's not about, it's like, oh, I have to work like to make that money. No, we don't. We just have to trust. But we have to work, obviously, not just sit around and laze around waiting for something. You have to work the things that you love to do. And if you want to put 30 hours in a day, then do it. But do it from the heart. Not from like, I need to do it because I need to make money, I have to pay my house, my la 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 la. Disconnect here. North, expansion. Right? This is number 1 card. It's like, how do you want to expand your home? Your home. How do you want to allow others to come in? How do you, maybe some of you are moving to the north. It's kind of interesting. Or moving away from your home, kind of like somewhere in a different direction. But to me, north is like expansive, cosmic, galactic skies, right? There's so much potential, so much possibilities for you. Maybe you're going to be a star. You know, maybe a project that you're going to work on is going to expand globally. There's so much to look at in here. And the biome connection, number 44. I'm going to actually read this one. I'm coming home. This is totally the wrong book. Okay. I was like, what is this? 27. No, 44 I said. Why did I say 27? Oh my God. What's going on with you, Sabrina? The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. You are asked for synergy at present. Be aware of the needs of others. You are a part of the same whole. Consider working more closely with your community. Yeah, so maybe with your new home is about like community based. It's working with others. It's like you have like you're living in the nature more. Perhaps some of you are moving out of the city, moving into more like where there's gardens and stuff like that. That's something to look into as well. But connection is a coming together with people. This is the 4 of Wands. It's like this connection of people, and you're resisting help from others. It's like, how do these communities work, right? And like the way it said that we come into this lifetime as a one whole, all helping each other out. This whole like narrative of independence, I have to do everything independently, is just a frickin' narrative, because you're not doing anything independently as much as you think you are. Even if whatever you're doing independently, you're actually, it's trickling out into the whole anyways. So you're really actually helping a whole bunch of people. So it's just like this mindset change here. I don't know. I feel like there's something coming up for you. You need to start accepting help. Oh, yeah, I forgot this card. The Archon Barbello is your goddess or archangel. It's kind of like an archangel. And your crystal is picture jasper. And the card is support. Oh my God, I forgot. Hilarious, right? Yep. So that's number 9. Again, number 9. No, it's not number 9 here. Yeah, it is. 27-9. You see? End of a journey. Oh my God, 44 plus 1 is 45. 9. Okay. I could count this. 4, 8 plus 1. No, it's a 0. It's a not. 8 plus 20 is 28. Is a 1. It's interesting, actually, because that's a new beginning. So, I'm getting all excited. Okay, number 9. This oracle. Okay. The universe has great power to assist you in all ways. It is not limited to a certain amount of help for a certain amount of people or situations. In fact, the more you ask for help and allow yourself to be assisted by divine love, intervention, protection, and support, the more the divine plan can happen, and that benefits every living being. Remember that divine love is love. Love doesn't profit at the expense of another. It does not steal another's happiness or joy. It increases well-being, encourages growth, and inspires courage. When you allow more love to flow into your life and heal your body, your mind, your finances, your relationships, your work, and whatever you wish, you and all of life benefits from that increased flow of love in the world. Asking for support actually helps grow love in the world for all beings. Boom. Exactly. It's like there's this feeling here of you, Virgo, that is like avoiding, is trying to be this I am woman, I am man, I can do this all myself. And the King of Pentacles is like, yo, dude, I'm here to help you, whether it's your father, whether it's a partner, whether it's a friend, whether it's a financial person, whatever it is. I'm here to help you to create this new project, this new home, this expansion, whatever it is. Just freaking take it, Virgo. Like, it's so evident in these cards. You're like resisting this community, you're resisting this expansion, you're resisting this new like road to take, and it's all here around you. So this is your reading for the week, my beautiful virgins. If this didn't resonate, you can check your rising and your moon. Also, like, comment, share, subscribe, and super thanks if you can. I love you so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Virgo. We got commitment. I mean, this card is very clear. It's a 36, it's a 9. It's coming at the end of a journey, moving into something completely new. If you're single or you're dating, this is like a new relationship coming in. If you're already in a relationship, then it's like a strong like alignment within the relationship. Or it could be just you committing to yourself, you committing to a project that you're doing, committing to engaging with your higher self. Like, you know, there's so many different paths that could be taken here, but it's a very positive, fulfilling feeling right here. Like, and if you're single, maybe you're going to get proposed to. Who knows? So, and we begin this reading with you, Libra. 2 of Swords. It's interesting with the commitment, because this is like, look at her. She has the swords in front of her. Swords is very mental energy. It's like a lot of overthinking. You're at a crossroads in your life. You're not sure what to do. Like, maybe you've been proposed to already and you're like, okay, do I marry? Do I not? Do I, you know, like stay single for the rest of my life? Do I divorce? Do I, you know, that's the kind of feeling that's coming out here. So obviously, like, commitment feels like a love thing, but it doesn't have to be, right? It could be like a commitment to a business partnership or a job or whatever it is, but something has come up for you to make a decision. And the 7 of Pentacles is like patience, right? Look, he's like sitting back, this little mouse, waiting for the sunflowers to grow. He knows that it's going to take time. You know, it happens every September when they show up, I guess. I don't know what it is. I should talk about gardening and flowering. But anyways, it's like this feeling like you've planted some seeds within this relationship, maybe for a long time ago or just recently or whatever it is, these plans that you have. And with the crossroads showing up here, it's like you're being a little impatient. And the 7 of Pentacles is like, take a step back, let things happen the way they're supposed to happen. So I think I said this to Virgo. It's like we're always trying to speed things up in our lives, mask things up, like figure things out. Why is it not happening as the way I see it in my head? I put this plan out. It should happen right now. And that's not the way it works, the universe, right? And this is where we need to like take the step freaking back. We're so like fixed on how things should be according to my plan. You don't have a plan. You do, but it's a divine plan that you haven't given yourself, you haven't trusted the universe enough to like let shit go and allow it to just happen. And this is coming up and saying, just let it go, Libra. Stop with your freaking thoughts. If like the things are not working out, allow the universe to bring in something that will say, okay, this is it. It's not working out, or it is working out, or you know. It's like we have been given so many clues along the way, and messages and guidance, and we just like, no, I'm gonna fix this. All right, I'm just gonna stay because, or I'm not gonna go into that relationship because I'm afraid, fear, and it's like, no man, we just sent you someone. He's a really good guy, or she's a really amazing, you know, like, what are you doing? Right? It's so funny. Hierophant, hello people. Hierophant is marriage. Anyways, it's marriage because it's the bishop, right? It could be marriage, but it's also spirituality. It's also stepping into an awareness of self. It's also education, wisdom, right? Like tapping inside to your inner knowing and saying, what am I doing? Why am I overthinking this? Definitely feels like marriage or commitment. Interesting that it shows up here, right? It's a Taurus energy, the Hierophant. So is the Seven of Pentacles. Taurus, and you. And the Nine of Pentacles, Virgo. And this is like manifestation and financial independence and abundance and coming together. So it's almost like they're asking you to be patient because what's coming is financial stability and security and like a really good coming together with someone else. And if you're in a relationship right now, it's like maybe a re-establishment of it or elsewhere, right? Let me see. Yeah, okay. The Ace of Swords is getting clear about things in your life. This is Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Ace of Swords is communication. I almost kind of feel like, because the Three of Wands is here, I almost want to feel like the Ace of Swords is like, it's right before the Two of Swords. Usually it's like, I'm understanding what I need to do. I'm getting clear of how I need to move through my life. My clarity comes because I realize that I just need to trust the universe and not be in this position where I have to be like, I don't know what to do, right? And the Ace of Swords is showing up after this. And it's like, okay, let that shit go. This is like triumphant. This is victory as well. It just feels like this, like it's like cutting through the bullshit kind of thing. The Ace of Swords. It's like we understand that you're like overthinking over here, and now there's either a marriage proposal coming in or some financial abundance, maybe a new job, or something that you've wanted to manifest for a long time. It's like showing up, it's materializing in your life. And this is like, okay, so now let's get clear. What is your next step, Libra? The Three of Wands speaks of like, are we moving onto greener pastures? The Three of Wands is movement. It's like making the move. Are you moving across the ocean with your new partner, right? Are you moving into a new home with your new partner? Are you with your already existing partner? Are you moving away from that person? Are you moving with that person? There's definitely like a change. Because the Hierophant and the Nine of Pentacles could be you coming into money, you coming into like learning something new, learning a new trade, and becoming financially independent. And you here waiting around in this relationship, like for the longest time, saying, do I stay? Do I go? Do I stay? Do I go? Do I stay? Like for me, the big red flag is always like, if you're asking if I should stay or should I go, it's right there in the answer, right? The answer is clear. But to each his own. But again, like I say, the universe comes in funny ways. Like it's like, the universe works in very yes or no. If you're like, should I? Universe is like, okay, there's like two clear paths that you need to take, right? There's no like, limbo zone. So I feel like there's something grand coming your way. Like, could be a marriage proposal, or a commitment into a new relationship, or into a solidification of an existing relationship, where there's this comfort, financial comfort. Or again, there's this feeling here of you getting really clear about it, like doing the work that needs to be done and asking yourself the questions that need to be asked. Yes or no? And then making that decision. Yes, I'm just going to stay and we're going to have a great time and we're going to go travel a lot. And we're going to do this. We're going to do this. No, I'm going to make a move. Because Three of Wands is that. There's nothing sedentary about the Three of Wands. Like you could stay, but you also will make a move within your wherever you are, you're living, right? Kind of thing. It could be like, let's just change our home. Let's change the area that we live in. There's a change here, because I feel like, which is fine, because Libra doesn't really like to be sedentary anyways. There's this feeling of you manifesting everything that you want in your life. Could it be like a man or woman, or it could be like your perfect job, or whatever it is. But at one point with this Ace of Swords, okay, let's clear out the shoulds and coulds and the obligations, and let's see what is it I really want. So the Mountain, clarity, hilarious. Clarity is Ace of Swords, exactly that. The Mountain speaks as 16/7/2023. 16 is a Tower card in the tarot. So to me, it's like, are we climbing the mountain to get to the top, to get clear, or are we going to sleep at the base of the mountain like she is? Because to me, the sleeping here doesn't feel very clear. It's like being safe. But it's time to walk up the jagged mountain and get to the clearing and say, okay, this is what I want to do, and this is what I'm going to manifest in my life. And it could be jagged and rocky all the way up, and it has to be, because we have to clear this vessel. We need to walk through the crapola that's inside of us. And then you have the sun. It's interesting. There's a route to the sun, and it's light. You are the light. This is shining the light on your relationship, shining the light on this job, on this whatever you're committing yourself to. When you're shining the light, what are you seeing in the glow? Are you seeing that's exactly where you need to be? Or what are you seeing in that glow? And these are the questions that need to be asked. We need to ask these questions, or else we're just floating, right? We have to be being. Being is kind of being sedentary a little bit, but being is really enjoying the process. But when you're floating and you're just oh, well, if I leave them, if I do this, then you're doing things out of safety and security, fear. And that's what Two of Swords always speaks to me of, fear. I need to drink water. All right, I just had a massive coughing fit. But when I have these coughing fits and I'm doing a reading, I always think of you guys. There's obviously some Ace of Swords. There is some of you holding back and expressing yourself. There's some of you not really being clear as to what it is that you want in your life, in your relationship, in your job, what have you. So it's time to climb up that raggedy mountain and start expressing and being transparent a little bit, and shining this light of yours, Libra. It's I'm seeing this so much in the cards, how people are just going with the flow and just allowing others to lead and control. And it's no, man, you have the power within you to manifest whatever it is you want in your life. You don't need to hang on to anyone else. It's time to make some clear decisions in your life. So your card is Goddess Freya and Amber. So each card is like a goddess and a crystal. And yours is Freya, which to me is, I feel like she's a witch. And a good one, you know. And Amber, it's the untamed. So I kind of like this untamed. 48. See what the you will eventually be strong enough to free yourself from the conditioning and belief systems that once hampered your heart and diminished your dreams. In due course, the deprogramming will shift to reprogramming. Instead of just fighting against what has been drummed into your body and mind through fear, you'll begin to feel free. You will start to embrace new ideas, more loving realities, and put those new beliefs to the test. In time, you will find not only a way to live that feels authentic to your wild divine nature, but connections with other souls who have gone through their own unplugging process and with whom you will share your great love affair with life. Oh, it's beautiful. Do not allow fear-based reality to temper your spirit, tame your heart, or dull your dreams. There are so many people who will tell you no, call you crazy, and say you are living in a dream world. This is what they need to believe because your increasing aliveness is too much for them as yet. They aren't ready for it. What they say and believe is about them and not you or reality. Part of your unplugging process necessarily involves reclaiming the power you have given to any other person to hold an opinion that means more to you than the truths of your own heart. Oh, that's intense. Okay. So it's like exactly that. It's like letting go of all this fear that's here. This fear of not, and fate, and letting go of the fear of the unknown, first of all, because the future is known because we're coming from it, but we're moving into an unknown, which is us allowing the universe, God, creator, source, to open the paths that need to be open for us. And this is what is here too. So be a little bit untamed. You're a bit too tame here, like holding on to this because it has to be like this. Or I'm afraid to move into the commitment. Just like let it go. What is it that's coming towards you? Ask yourself these questions. Am I happy? Yes. Cool. Let's just move on. Too much thinking here, my beautiful Libras. All right, so this is your message of the week. I hope this resonated with you. And if it doesn't, check your rising and your moon. A lot of you asked me where you can find that. You can find that on cafeastrology.com, where you just enter all your birth date and hour and place of residence. And then you can see it there, which your rising is your ascendant. All right, I love you, and share, comment, like, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can, and I will see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. We got 14, which is 5, change, and we have ride the wave. And we have these beautiful dolphins at the head, in front of the crashing wave, right? So it's like ride the wave to me feels really good. It's like some of you are, but also the water could be emotions, right? Like we've been like moving through massive emotions, but what should we do? Should we drown in the waves? No. Or the water? We should just ride them, have fun, like try to get a leg up on them. Try to get like a deep dive away from them kind of thing, but have fun through them, because what are we going to do? We're going to like sit around and like wallow in this. There's like emotions flying high. I feel like this is a really good card, but since, like, as you know, if you watch the beginning of this, I've already done this reading and there was no sound, so now I'm here again. I know what's coming. So I'm going to show you right now. Yeah, when I chose these cards, I was like, yo, dude. Like, we have the Tower. It's showing up. So to me, the Tower is 16, it's a 7, it's 2023 in a nutshell. Right? The Tower is like an unexpected event coming up for you. Excuse me. Okay, so the Tower card, people. When I see the Tower card, it's like I said, we're going through all of this Tower moment. It's this feeling that some of you are coming, like, are really feeling through the emotions of the moment. Let's look at all the cards because I wanna see them all out. Like underneath the Tower card is the Six of Swords. So it's like leaving behind something that has been very, like black tourmaline is the crystal of that card. Black tourmaline is like negativity, kind of like anything that's been bringing you down. It's time to release this. The Six of Swords is moving away from something that's been really heavy for you. And then we have the Three of Swords. More heartbreak, more grief, more sorrow our way. With two cards underneath, which is the Two of Swords and the Four of Cups. And then we have the Hangman and the Eight of Cups. So when I look at all these cards, obviously the Tower, the Three of Swords. A lot of you have been going through some massive shifting within your physical, your mental, your emotional, your spiritual, your energetic, everything, right? This is like forgiveness of self, forgiveness of others, going through some like inner trauma, inner child wounds, like deep wounded healing happening here for you, my beautiful Scorpios, and which is amazing because we all have to go through it. We're all clearing, and you are dealing with either a breakup, dealing with a relationship from a long time ago or now, dealing with issues like whatever, like family, friends, whatever it is that is like coming up for you. This, it feels to me like the Tower is that home, so it's like this whirling energy coming in and out kind of thing. It's like, oh, your past life, even the past in this lifetime coming up and saying, hey, I got to clear out of these like windows. I got to clear out of here, right? And it's expressed with the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups at the beginning and at the end, kind of saying it's like, yeah, you're in the process of releasing yourself. The Six of Swords is like you're releasing yourself from thought. It's overthinking, right? Six of Swords is Aquarius. Is like too much, like allowing it to take over your mind. Like it could be ego. And the Eight of Cups is Pisces energy. And it's like, yeah, it's time to release yourself from all these emotions that you're attached to. Because here it's all about attachment to outcome. The Hangman is that kind of idea. You're attaching yourself to an outcome. You're attaching yourself to an expectation, to a result. And it's like, let's take a step back, pause, reflect, observe. Because if you attach to the emotion that's coming up with the Three of Swords, like the grief, the sadness, the depression, anxiety, this whatever it is, you hold on to it. The past. This is like a common theme, is like people holding on to the past. Well, you know, like, oh, I remember 20 years ago, this is what happened to me. Okay, release it, let it go, forgive it. It's done. It's 20 years, man. Why are you holding on to that? 5 years ago, 5 months ago, 5 days ago. Enough. Holding on. It's done. Remember, we're all from the future. We've already changed. We're just doing the clearing. We're like, you have the welcome of this Tower. Like this is like, it could be a breakup, by the way. Could be a separation. Could be a divorce. Could be a goodbye to old self. A goodbye to the narrative. And it's really sad to say goodbye to these old belief systems that we've had, because our whole life has been, it's limited belief systems, like this is going to cure this, this is going to happen like this is going to this, and it's like you having to go up against that and say, no, none of that is real. It's all fake. It's all a program. And I have to reprogram, deprogram myself to move forward into this unknown world. And this is this like hangman, like, yeah, this is the unknown. It's like, okay, I'm just going to sit back and not sit back. It's not like I'm going to lay down and do fuck all. I'm going to allow my plan to take action. You know, allow my plan to unfold. So if you didn't listen to the intro, I say that. It's like we're always fixing something. We're always trying to like compensate for something that's missing, that's not like, but everything in your life is according to your plan. So it's been handed to you by the universe, but it hasn't really been handed to you. It's already been done, right? So it's like, but they keep giving it to you. They're like, here, he cheated on you. Look. Oh, no. I'm going to fix the problem. Or look, hey, here's $1,000. Oh, no, it's coming from the wrong person. I'm not going to take it. And the universe is like, yo, like, are you for real right now? I'm giving you support. Someone has said, you know, if you're on the streets, come and stay in my house for 2 weeks. No, it's like, I'm going to do this on my own. I'm like independent. And the universe is like, yo, like, is she for real? Are we for real? Like, it's like all of this. It's like being handed to you, and you're always finding a reason out of it or finding something. And that's this tower. That's all this inner, like, oh, no, like my parents taught me that this is the way it is. And so I'm hanging on to that belief system. That once a cheater, always a cheater. You know, like, what does that mean? So, like, you've never cheated or lied in your life. So now you lied in your life once, so that means you're always a liar. Like, people can't change, that kind of thing. That's like a limited belief system. So this is what's coming up for all of you Scorpios. Yay! But what's really exciting is the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Because in the middle is the Two of Swords and the Four of Cups. So it's like you're kind of fighting with yourself. You're like, yeah, okay, it's fine. It's coming up. I have to deal with it, Sabrina. I have to deal with it, fine. But I'm having a really hard time. I'm having a hard time letting go of that belief. I'm having a hard time letting go of that relationship. I'm having a hard time letting go of that friendship, that thing. Because it's like, well, they're here. They're my family, my friend. I've been friends with them for so many years. I've been like, if there's an excuse for everything you're saying, then that's just a Band-Aid. You're making an excuse for something. Love doesn't come with excuses. Love, like whether it's relationship, friendship, whatever, it just is. And it just flows. So, like, I think it's like a huge takeaway here is that some of you are holding on to a past, to a relationship, to something that has hurt you, but you're holding on to it not for the reason because it hurts you, right? You're not being a masochist about it, but you're holding on to it because it's something that a strong person would do. It's something that a survivor would do, like all the labels and identities. It's something that I'm a Scorpio, so I'm a dark, and I look at things like differently and more. So, maybe I could be more like a Gemini or whatever. It's like that. Like, no. It's like, stop labeling yourself as anything. You're not even Julie. You're not even Katerina. You're not even Matthew. You're not the names of your body either. You're just this vessel trying to release itself from this crapola. And the Six of Swords is like, yo, like, look, she doesn't even give a flying rat's ass. Look at her. She's like, yo, I'm just going to leave now. Bye. She's just not holding on to anything. She's waiting for the turtle. She's taking her time to wait for the turtle to come. And like, I'm ready to go. Like, she could have gone really fast. But here she's like, yo, I'm going to go when it's right for me, kind of thing. And the Eight of Cups is like kind of sashaying her way also from what looks good on the outside. But she's leaving because she needs to leave. Some of you need to leave, like even maybe physically, but a lot of you, it's like emotional here. You're holding on to something that was really ingrained in you that you needed to stay, kind of like an obligation almost. And it's time to let go. You don't have to, I have to stay here because they're my parents, they're my kids, they're my cousins, my friends. You know, that kind of like, we live with the, they're not even that, by the way, for you. They're just like that for this lifetime, right? And last lifetime, they could have been your murderers, right? So like, it doesn't, it's just the human experience that we're having. It's just, we're attaching to these people. We're attaching the situations. We're attaching to, once you detach from all of this, and this is that feeling I'm getting, it's time, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Cups, it's like detach from all of it. You're free. You can ride the wave like these dolphins do. And I know you know, Scorpio, what it is you're holding on to. It's time to let go. Because the Two of Swords, with the Two of Swords showing up, this is a crossroads. Like you're always, it's always the same story that keeps showing up for you. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I why is it coming up for you all the time? Oh, you know, but it was a good thing in the past. It was a good thing. Like it was a good relationship. Maybe I did something wrong. Never go back on that. If it's over, it's gone, it's done. Boom. The Four of Cups, you know, she has the rose-colored glasses there. It's like, oh, I just want to like live a life like everyone else. No, you don't want to live that, man, Scorpio, especially you. You like deep, dark, crazy, crevice people. Like you got to go into the deep crevices and clear them out. The facade of life is the facade. It's just a facade. It's just a fake world. Here you're being asked to go deep, deep, deep. And it's going to be it could be a little bit wild for you this week because you're going really deep. But remember not to attach to it, anything. I know it's easier said than done, but it's like, it's a process. It's a process. So we have the storms, cleansing. That's exactly what you're doing. 23, 5, change. Speaking your word, voice. 25, 7, 16, 7. I don't know, my voice. I don't know, it just happened, right? It's so interesting to me because Goddess Isis and Isis Crystal is your card here. She shall always prevail. Someone not talking, someone not expressing themselves, because I had this problem with Libra as well. Here we have like you moving through the storm, moving through the tower. You have to do this. Like, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do, but I feel like this is your time, Scorpio. And this is your time to move through these destructive energies, which is a blessing. Because when it shows up and you're in the middle of the storm, in the eye of the storm, or wherever you are in that storm, it's time to walk through with your head held high, like going up against all the debris that's being hit in your face and walking right through it. But if you want to stay in it, I think I said this in the intro, if you want to stay in it, then that's your prerogative. You choose. But the staying in it requires victimhood and self-pity. So that's, again, a choice that you need to make, right? And you're like, I know, it's really hard to hear that, but we need to clear this freaking vessel to get to the other side, whatever that is, to get to what this is, because heaven is here on earth. There's no the 5D is here already, the 60, the 70, the 80, it's all here. We're just not seeing it because we're so clouded. We need to cleanse out. And we need to speak up. So some of you need to speak up to your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your kids, your boss, your colleagues, whoever it is that's getting in your face, whoever it is not allowing you to grieve, whatever it is that's keeping you here needs to be expressed. And like I always say, it doesn't have to be like mean and bully and like F you to everybody. It just like listen, this is where I'm at in my life, and this is what I'm choosing as a path, and I don't feel like you belong in this path, and it's okay. I love you though. Bye. Or, you know what? I need your support on this path. I need you to hold my hand as I walk through this storm. Please help me through this. You know, like there's too much of this, I'm going to do this on my own bullshit. No, we're here. We came as a whole, and we're going to help each other as a whole. So reach out to the people. There's no like, oh, you can't do this alone bullshit. I can't do this alone. What the hell, man? No, man. No way I can do this alone. And like I'm energetically helped. So are you. But like physically, we need the help and support and the ears to listen. So this is like a really, it's going to be an interesting week or month or whatever for you, Scorpio. But I would embrace this. And I would walk through this like a knight. Right? Like a warrior. And I'm going to totally read this because this is awesome. Like Isis, man. Anyone who is like attaches to the story of the Christ lineage, well, Isis is part of that lineage as well. So, amazing. She shall always prevail. 51. Let's see what this has to do with. In the ancient Egyptian mystery traditions of the goddess Isis, it is said she had to endure many trials. She faced heartbreak and devastating loss many times over. Her response to this was to continue evolving, using all of her power, strength, wisdom, and wit to conquer every obstacle. Her motivation was love, and although she could have given in to hate or despair, she did not. Those of you that have ever been asked to give up something or someone you truly loved in order to take your spiritual journey are being initiated into the mystery school of Isis. She will guide and empower you to become fearless. You won't be immune to pain, but nor will you be conquered by doubt. If anything or anyone tries to stop you from succeeding, you shall pick up the gauntlet and win. I like that. It's like the knight. Nothing will defeat you. I love this. The spirit of Isis that speaks to you now through this oracle, which lives in you as your fighting spirit and sacred warrior, is urging you to never give up. She brings you guidance that you shall prevail, that love always wins. If you see darkness in the world and those that appear to be less deserving winning above others who have more virtue, do not become disheartened. The universe is love and karma is clever. Everything is working out according to a higher plan, and you don't have to control a thing for the perfect balance of divine mercy and divine judgment to be expressed. Isis isn't interested in revenge, and nor do you need to be. She needs all her energy to create the beautiful healing of reality to bring blessings to the world in which she lives. You can choose to do the same. Anything less is not worthy of your beautiful soul and wild spirit. Wow, what a beautiful freaking card. Scorpio. So move through this with like healing and love, and let karma take its place with all the people who are trying to hold you back or whatever it is. It's like, it's move through this. Ask for help. Ask for help from Isis if you must, from people around you. But speak your truth. Speak, like move through this. Like, and there's a lot of you walking away from. 6 of Swords, 8 of Cups. There's some of you are holding on to something that you've been on the crossroads for the longest time. Could be a friendship, could be a relationship, could be whatever it is. Could even be work, could be whatever it is. That's like, it's like a pain in your arse, right? So like, pay attention to those things. This is your reading, Scorpio. I love you. This is a great reading, actually. And I will see you next week. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And super thanks me if you can. I love you so much. And I'll see you next week. Love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. We got the Field of Dreams. 21. In this card, there's like fairies being hatched from eggs, you know, like rebirth, fertile land around you. There's just this feeling here of it's time to reap the benefits of whatever you have been working on for the past days, weeks, months, years. There's this feeling that there's endless possibilities, opportunities showing up for you. And regardless of what's going on around you in this crazy world that we live in, or regardless of other people's expectations around you, there's this feeling here, it's time to take advantage, Saggy, with whatever it is that's being handed to you. As maybe as strange as it is, like it's like, well, maybe it's because you had to break up with someone, or you had to leave something behind, or you had to leave a job and start something, or something like that, like something very like that most people in this world would look at you and say, well, that's not very like a great thing. I had to like break up with this, my band or my thing, to see actually this new opportunity coming in. Beautiful energy. Let's see, what is this going? The Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, like here she looks like a warrior, and she's defending her position kind of thing. So the Seven of Wands is usually trusting the process, like trusting wherever you find yourself in, no matter how strange it may feel like, no matter how just in this card especially, it feels like perhaps everywhere, oh my god, I can't even speak, everywhere around you is like, people are like, you would be happy with what you're doing right now, and you're like, yeah man, I'm really happy right now. Like, leave me alone kind of thing. And she's defending this choice that you've made. That's what it is. And the Hangman. The Hangman is like a beautiful energy of like pausing, reflecting, taking a step back, observing, not attaching to anything. So it's almost kind of works out together very well. This Seven of Wands is like, I'm trusting how the universe is taking me. It's going down a path that's not normal for you, but I'm like gonna take a step back, and I'm gonna live my life accordingly. Like, just take it easy. Interesting. Right. The Wheel of Fortune is you, Sagittarius. It's like you're exactly where you need to be. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. You might have a little bit of fear of money, of not having enough money. This could also be like a disruption in your life, kind of like a disruption of the usual path that you've taken. The Fool. Love the Fool. Time to change it up a bit. And the Eight of Wands. And it's time to do that fast. I like this a lot, actually. This is like, when I look at a whole, there is this feeling here, Saggy, that you find yourself in a position now in your life, whether it's with your job, with your relationship, with whatever it is that's going on in your life. You're exactly where you need to be. Like, divine love is coming in, divine abundance is showing up. It's karma, this is good luck. But this is, to me, like, even though you have the Five of Pentacles here in reverse, the Five of Pentacles is like fear. This is like a release of that fear, but also there is a feeling of discontentment with your life, and like or even you're like upset with following the norms of life. You know, you're upset with yourself that you had to like make all the work and make money and do this certain job or do this thing for everyone else around you, right? That's like kind of the five that change. The Five of Pentacles, the Taurus energy, is like you do a lot of things for other people instead of actually doing it for yourself, and you feel like you're at a loss now. And it's okay, because the Wheel of Fortune's on top. Is like, you have to be here. You have to be here to be able to see what it is, that the missteps and the misguidance that you took, right? That's all it is. Because if we were not where we are now, like if we don't misguide and we don't like step off the course, then we don't know, right? And now we know it's time to take a new route. It's time to move quickly and swiftly into this next new journey. So whatever this is for you, whatever it is here that has held you back with limited beliefs here, this is limited beliefs of money, of self-love as well. If like you feel like your only worth is your money, your only worth is what you've accomplished in your life, your only worth is what you've like given to the world, whatever. And that's like, again, it's a narrative. It's like holding on to illusions. And the Fool card is like, yo, it's time to just move onto your path. And quickly, please, because I don't want you like lingering in that kind of energy of failure, of doubt, of like, oh, and like here you are like defending your position and you're staying true to you. And then at one point you're like, the little voice in your head that's not yours, it's like saying, the little ego in your head is like, well, you know, like, how are your parents going to feel? How is your partner going to feel? How is like what is society going to say that you've made this choice that's going against everything that is accepted in this world? That's that feeling. And it's like, yo, Sagittarius, who are you again? Like, do you follow the rules? No, man. So just go with the flow and start trusting your journey. Stop relying on others for acceptance, for like, it's not even that. It's like, I almost feel like the Five of Pentacles in reverse is this feeling of like you it's like no one forced you to do this, but you almost followed this path of shoulds, coulds, you know, like obligations, like because to make everyone else happy around you. And now you're like, oh my God, what was I thinking? What was I doing? I'm moving into my own me. I'm going to do whatever the frick I want to do. The field of dreams is there. Yes, I'm going to take whatever opportunity comes my way and I'm going to run with it, regardless of what everyone else has their opinion and their belief system about, right? Like, basically what I'm saying here is that you have control of your own life. And it's not control because it's just a divine plan. It's already been orchestrated by you before you dropped into this body. So now it's up to you to make this choice to move. Like, it's more than a choice is what I'm trying to tell you. It's like we just need to listen to that inner voice that says, yeah, go. Yeah, this is great for you. Go for it. No, don't do it. And you listen. I just feel like there's you're at a point in your life where, like, the Five Pentacles, as much as I'm a Taurus, this is a Taurus energy, it's very limiting. This is very well, we have to follow the corners of the box. We need to follow the rules. We need to, like, well, if you want to make money, then you have to have this job. And if you want to if you want to be successful, then you have to be like this. And if you want to be in a good relationship, then you make sure that it's like this. And all these, like, stupid rules, like that, like, again, like, made by who? Like, who cares? And you're a little bit disappointed in yourself that you followed the rules. And it's okay. Because the Wheel of Fortune is here saying, well, you had to be here. You had to follow the rules to get uncomfortable, Sagittarius. And now you're like, okay, I'm ready to freaking fly, right? I mean, the chick is not going to fly too fast, but I'm ready to, like, jump out of this nest and go. And quickly. Eight of Wands is Sagittarius, by the way. So Eight of Wands is showing up for you, saying, okay, let's make a move. Let's not just sit around and dilly around in depression or like, what I could have, should have, would have. Oh my God, I didn't do it. Let's make a choice. Let's make a decision. Let's move. If your choice and your decision that you've made falls back in your face and fails, Okay, what do we do the next? What do we do after that? We get up and go again. But if you really listen to it innately to yourself, you won't fail. Like, you know, you won't fall backwards again. But this is where we need to learn to listen. If it's like bringing us somewhere like inane, or like you think is like crazy, oh, it's not. Just listen. I'm like implore you to listen. Anyways, so growth plants. Groundedness, gravity. Again, another deer here. With the cosmos all around you in the animal kingdom. Interesting. So, like, let's just look at these two. There's growth. Like, some of you might be like maybe like moving to like a more ecological area, like more greenery. That could be something where you'll find some more clarity in your life, but doesn't have to be, because we see the cosmos here. I just feel like you're, and the animal kingdom is showing up a lot for you. So what does that mean for you? I don't know if some of you are interested in animals, then go for it, or growing herbs, or let's look at the meanings. 19. I just opened with plants. Interesting. Magic is in everyday things. You can make something from nothing. Blossom. It's time. From small things, big things might grow. Begin it. Nice. Okay, then I talk about plants. And then this is 39. Gravity. Seek a grounded perspective. Too much talking here. Gravity still remains one of the most studied forces in physics. Gravity is a fantastic element to include in your workings for groundedness, and when you feel unethered because of trauma or things going too fast. Breathing, putting your awareness in your feet, and asking gravity to do its thing is good, solid magic. Okay. So, this is like, to me, you finding, because here I'm telling you to fly, and this is like putting you back to the ground. But then again, there's bird again here, which is kind of beautiful, right? So there's this, I don't know, I just feel like these are showing that you're needing to, in a sense, be satisfied with the choices that you're going to make with this Fool card. Be completely grounded within you in that sense of like, if you know the way animals have their survival instinct, they have this innate instinct that they listen to because they trust the process. And I feel with these animals showing up to me, it's like, Sagia, you need to start to trust, like, even like I don't know, it's like the owl sees in the dark. He trusts his eyesight to take him to the next branch, kind of thing, right? They don't question like the human does all the time. They don't try to fix things. They don't try to like flower things up, but they don't try to like create stories around decisions that you've made. Well, it's because of this. They just do. And they live long lives, these animals, right? So it's like, this is what's coming up for me here. I'm like, I want you to get really solid in your stance here and really own up to the choices that you're making, the paths that you're taking. But there's that full element is like, it's time to take risks again, Saggy. Stop playing the rules. The rules don't become you. Like, they don't feel good. I'm sure they don't feel good for you. So there's movement coming for you, and very quickly, as soon as you move onto that path. And you could be moving to groundedness. Like, you could be moving to something more solid and like planting seeds for the next leg. So this is like a card that has a goddess and it has a crystal. The goddess is Saraswati and the crystal is ammonite. From word to world. This is the card. This is I'm sure this is like a fossil actually. So it's a number 40. I'm going to read to you what it says in the book because I love Alana Fairchild, what she has to say. If you want to change your experience of life, change your frequency. You will start repelling or feeling repelled by people, behaviors, or places that once may have enthralled and enslaved your body and mind. Fear will not be able to grip you in the same way as it could a lower frequency. You'll have more energy to deal with life, and you'll attract more experiences that increase the good feelings you have about yourself and your love for the world. Use your voice, speak your truths and your desires, speak of what you wish to experience, and when you catch yourself thinking or speaking in a voice other than love, be kind and change it. Your words have power. Use them wisely. If another has been speaking negativity to you, you have the power to do something about it. Express how you feel when hearing it or choose to step back, or both. You have the right and the spiritual responsibility to choose which of the many and varied voices in this world you allow to enter your mind. I love this. That's amazing. I mean, I always say to people, kill them with kindness, right? Like, throughout my life, I've been like kind of mean and sarcastic with the way I speak, but I learned later in life is like when you speak to people kindly, people who are like being aggressive to where you speak to them kindly, it takes them off their guard kind of thing, because they're like, they can't be aggressive to you, right? And if they are, they look like assholes. So it's very interesting. So using your words wisely is really beautiful message here. But also, like, if you need to shut up, just like a lot of us talk too much. Like we just talk, we fill the voids. Like we don't need to talk actually, and it's a little bit uncomfortable for people. The uncomfortable silence. Let's turn that into comfortable silence. It's like people need to always fill in with like fillers, which is bull. So this is like a beautiful message to you. So be good with every choices that you make, because you got things coming in for you. As soon as you start to release yourself from these shoulds, coulds, rules, regulations. All right, my beautiful Saggy, this is your message. If this doesn't resonate at all with you, you can go check your rising and your moon sign. You can find that on cafeastrology.com if you're new here. And also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. I love you. And I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn. We got Metamorphosis. 25. 7. 7 is 2023. Is this year is the 7 year. 7 could be your life path as well. Doesn't matter. 7 to me is Christ consciousness, is moving into our true potential. And the change here comes at an opportune time for you, Capricorn. Like if you're coming from Instagram and Facebook, I talked about how I feel like a lot of you are resisting change, and it's like being hand delivered to you, and you're like, oh, I don't know how to change, right? You're an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorns. You're like, we all resist change a little bit because we're so used to our 2 feet are on the ground, and that's where we work the best. But here it's like, the butterfly is coming out of its cocoon. It's time for you to step out of your usual. And here it's like these beautiful flamingos in the shape of a heart. It could be in relationships as well. Could be love, but it could just everything. I just feel like there is something brewing for you. So let's look at what is brewing. We have, wow, the Ace of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups is love. Could be a problem in a relationship. There could be some resistance. There could be some self-love issues. You're not loving yourself enough. could be if you're trying to have babies, you're having a hard time. But this definitely speaks to me of, and like a little bit of like issues within a relationship. Or it doesn't have to be just a love relationship. It could be friendships, family ships, you know, a whole bunch of that. And because the Five of Swords is here, Five of Swords is like insecurity, but Five of Swords is like revenge. Like it's uncomfortable to me. And when these two show up together, it's like there's a discord within a relationship, within a friendship, like I said, with anything. There's just some, or there could be some really massive self-hate on your part. Like dip in confidence. You're not trusting yourself. You're not trusting your partner. Feels prickly to me. It feels like a lot of quarreling, a lot of fighting within relationships. Or if there's not fighting, then there's hidden insecurities, and like, I don't know, it feels really prickly to me here. Oh, and then the next cards are like hilarious because they're the Sun card, which is positive outcome, vibrancy, amazing, could be travel, like a whole bunch of things. And the Sun. So the Sun showing up twice is amazing opportunities coming your way, like shining the light on something, like a relationship, whatever. But then here we have this energy, which is interesting. This could also be the Sun that you're having a hard time seeing the happiness in your life because of this. And it's like, hey, look at the good things in your life. Hey, look at like what is working instead of looking at what this is, right? Then you have the Six of Swords. You walking away from something interesting. And the Ace of Pentacles, moving into something new in a financial way. Moving into a new home, selling a home, moving into a new job, getting a promotion, something, financial investment working for you. Moving into like across the world, at the beach, in a hotter climate. But it all stems from this disruption here of relationship, love of self, or love within like, I don't know what is going on here. Because to me, it's very uncomfortable, this one. The Ace of Cups in reverse. And the, there's like, it's like there's a move that's happening for you here, whether it's a career or physical move. And it's a positive thing with the two suns showing up. It's like this is exactly where you need to be, Capricorn. But you're holding on to some loveless relationship. You're holding on to like a whatever. It could be like I said, it could be with your parents, siblings. Something's holding you back here in a very uncomfortable way with the Five of Swords. It's like you wanting to win something. You're forcing this relationship to work. You're forcing this work relationship to work. You're forcing this family, the friends. You're making it a mission, but it's not right. You know that there's something wrong. There's something missing. I mean, you're just like it could be someone trying to have a baby, and it's like you're forcing your IVF. You're doing all of the things, and it's like stop forcing it and just allow it to happen. If it's going to happen, it happens. This is like, to me, there's this, and it's very uncomfortable for Capricorn right here to me, because you're so used to everything just. You're not used to everything falling into place, but that's the way you live your life. It's like, do. This is what I want. This is it. And then it goes a little bit awry, and then you're like, oh, okay, we're going to band-aid it up. We're going to ignore it, pretend it's not there. And we're just going to continue living life on the surface, Capricorn. And the metamorphosis is like, no, man. You got to change things up here, because the sun showing twice is a rarity. First of all, I don't think I've ever gotten this. 2 suns showing up together is like, no. Now it's time for change. Because you have been holding yourself back from something for this new opportunity to show up. Positive, uplifting opportunity waiting for you to be embraced. But you're holding on to this old story that is null and void. It's constant fighting, constant quarreling, or it's just like not going to work out. It's just not happening. And you're holding on to this old story. But I love him, I love her, but we were once amazing with this, like the past, the past, the past. And the 5 of Swords is like, and it's like, the 5 of Swords is like, at all costs, I'm going to win this. Even if I don't love, even if I don't, you know, it's like a heavy freaking energy right here. Yeah, and your universe is like, whoa, we're coming in strong with so much opportunity for you. What are you holding on to? Let it all go. If it's meant to be, it will come again. But why are we holding on to this old narrative? This thing that is like uncomfortable. I'm giving you so much, and it's time for you to take that leave. It's time to step on that boat and get out of wherever you are. Like, I don't know why you're holding on. What are you holding on to, Capricorn? You know it's not right for you. You know that you feel like shit in this whatever. You know that these people make you feel like, you know this, and yet you're holding. And it's like, the moment you leave is the moment that abundance comes your way. Is the moment that you open up this new path to enlightenment. It's the moment you move into this freedom, financial independence. The moment you are rewarded with something. It's all here. It's the moment of feeling grounded. It's an accomplishment that will be rewarded. But otherwise, you are holding here to something that you think that you loves you, who thinks that you love you, or just something. It's like validation here that you keep seeking from somebody, and they keep like disappointing you every single time. And then the universe is like, yo man, God, creator, source, whatever you believe. It's like, we're giving you the sun twice. We're giving you like massive opportunities coming up. Take it. What are you doing, Capricorn? It's your time to shine. Not to hold on to this story anymore. Like literally, it's up to you to get on that rowboat and row away to this new opportunity. Like I'm telling you right now, and I don't know who else there's another sign that had the same kind of idea. I was like, it's up to you to make that choice. And then as soon as you make that choice, boom, you're going to be like, oh my God, what did I do? Why did I waste so many years here? Why did I waste so much time trying to mask something, trying to band-aid something that wasn't fixable? So we have this Adventure South coming up for you, which is a 2 card, which is a choice card. Interesting. And 22, 222. Air, motion. Motion is making the move. This is an air sign. This is 6 of Swords. Interesting. Aquarius showing up here. Like there's this feeling of you. It's time to jump into that adventure. It's time to go down south. Go traveling. Go wherever it's taking you. Where the wind's taking you. Like it's time to make a move. Time to, I almost feel like this Ace of Cups and 5 of Swords here has kept you in an old story. That is like a routine. That's like, it's very like earth sign. I understand. But it's like adventure south, never east, right? Wheat is like fire. It's like move to this. This is all like Leo energy. Move to excitement. We need to make some changes, Capricorn, in your life. like impromptu vacation. Maybe there's something you're gonna meet someone or something that's gonna conjure up in your mind there. There's just a feeling here, maybe you have to move. Six of Swords, move down south from wherever you are. I don't know, there's like you're a bit too stagnant for my taste. For the tarot reading taste as well. You're willing to put up with like bad behavior. You're willing to put up with like angry words. You're willing to put up with like some constant fighting and arguing, like with yourself or with other people. But it's just like, it's your time. This is it. It's time to make the move. Like pronto. Once you make this move, your whole life is going to change completely. There's like a new job coming for a new career path, a new financial something, a reward heading your way. But it's up to you to make this big change. How do you want to be loved? You know, how do you want to love? Like, why are we hanging on to, why are we holding on to things that are constantly a battle? Like, it's just, like, again, it's a limited belief system that we have to hold on because, well, I've been married for this many years, or I've been friends with this many years, well, it's my family, it's okay that they treat me like shit all the time, I just gotta, no. What are we holding on to? What's the belief system that's in your head that you need to hold on to this? When the universe is giving you 2 sun cards, 2 opportunities to shine, and you're rejecting them because, well, this is what it means to be a good mother, a good wife, a good husband, a good employee, a good, like, good. The card that you get, these are all like goddesses and angels and crystals. Your angel is Angel Yahel, and labradorite is the labradorite is all about your throat chakra, expressing yourself, and this is individuality. So I'm going to read to you what it says in the book, because I like what she has to say. There is many ways to live your life in service to love, light, and power as there are stars in the sky. What matters more than whether another understands your lifestyle and choices is whether the choices you make reflect your own personal values. The first task you'll have on your path of discovering and honoring your individuality is to ask yourself, what has meaning for me? If you don't take time to question and reflect upon what really means something to you, you'll simply be moved according to the values others impose upon you. Oh my God. Those values might not mean anything to you at a deeper level, yet you may be afraid to step outside of what others say is safe or true. Without pausing to reflect upon your own personal values, you will miss an opportunity to get to know who you are and what you stand for, to discover your individuality. The only people that will have any power to judge you, control you, or hold you back from your destiny are those whom you empower to do so. At any moment, you can make a choice to liberate yourself from a fearful influence by deciding you shall love yourself no matter what and commit unconditionally to what has meaning for you. I mean, this is like amazing. I'll just read the last. Your path and your purpose is as individual as you are, so dive deep into you, dear shining one. Ask yourself what you love, what matters to you, and what you're willing to never, ever give up on. It's your time to discover your passionate purpose and divine beauty. So basically, like, it's time to stand on your own, Capricorn, and just choose your path, which is coming up sunny and radiant, and with lots of rewards and opportunities and validation coming your way, with lots of love, beauty, everything. It's like being handed to you twice here. But the Six of Swords shows that you need to make this. This is your choice. to step into that rowboat, onto that path, into that car, and move away from what this is. This is the reading for Capricorn. I hope this resonated with you. I hope, like, you know, it sucks to hear sometimes the shitty things, but there's definitely a movement that needs to be made on your part, Capricorn. And it's like, go is the answer. Because something is shining on the other side of that path as you will walk down that. It's time for change. And it's only you that can make this change. So check your rising, your moon for other messages. If you don't know how to get to that, it's cafeastrology.com. And I will see you next week. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks if you can. Love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. We have wide open. So this card speaks volumes to me of where you are at right now, Aquarius. So we've seen you walk through a lot of rockiness in the past few months and years, and we've also seen you walk into expansiveness. This wide open card, she's standing on this kind of jagged rock, and she's like she's looking at the cosmos and the galaxy, which is wide open, which is endless possibilities. And she's fixated. She's a fixed sign. You're a fixed sign, Aquarius. So you're kind of like stuck sometimes in your belief systems. And this feels to me is like time to turn around. Even if you must, like, take your feet off and fly. Like, it's time to change something up in your life. You're holding on to limitation. You're like limiting yourself to a belief system, or even like an ideology. You know, you're holding on to something that hasn't been working for you, and it's time for change. It's time to release it all. And I know it's hard to get out of your head, but it's time to get out of this head of yours and to move into something completely unknown. Fearless, you know, like trusting. So I'm going to let's look at these cards. So we have the Five of Cups that shows up. The Five of Cups, if you look at her, she's holding onto her heart. She's feeling a little bit sad, depressed. She's protecting herself. It's like you're seeing the cup half empty instead of half full. Like there's something that's gone in your life right now. Maybe you've broken up with someone. Maybe you are feeling down and out because you know that you have potential to do something else, and yet you're not following through, right? Because underneath we have the King of Cups in reverse. The King of Cups is this romantic, loving, supportive person, but in reverse is a very manipulative person in your life, which is usually a man, king, divine masculine energy. It could be a woman, but with that masculine energy. And it's just like this person in your life that has made you feel this way. Okay? Could be you. Could be you, but I feel like it's someone else. So I don't know what that is for you. It could be a father, a mentor, like a brother, an uncle, or whatever. I don't even know what I just said. I say a boyfriend, partner, whatever. It could be anyone that you know, only you know, that has made you feel lesser than. This week, in the last few weeks, months, whatever. And it's almost like you could be something that happened to you in your childhood, and it's like a wound that keeps showing up, that you're uncertain how to deal with this. It doesn't have to be like sexual. It could be, but it's very emotional. King of Cups is emotions. Someone has hurt has made you untrustworthy of others, or made you not trust yourself. And this whole reading is like trusting the unknown, right? Trusting that which you are not used to. And here you're like you've been betrayed and lied to in a heart sense, and it's cups as well. So Scorpio energy, this is Scorpio energy. Scorpio, if you know Scorpio energy, it's very dark, it's deep, it's like really wounded trauma. So wow, there's a huge release here happening for you, Aquarius, right here, because what's coming up, you're going to be like amazed. And right here is like you having to face those final legs of the trauma that has held you back from finding those committed relationships, or from finding that true passion inside you, that job that you've always wanted to do, that vocation, that like there's this I feel like this is like a final goodbye to this old story, this old narrative. And you don't need to be protecting your heart anymore. As we move forward into this new energy, you're only holding on to this because you've been holding on to this issue here with this man, this like divine masculine energy in your life. You've allowed, because ultimately there's no one to blame, right? You've allowed this energy to follow you, You've allowed yourself to wallow in it. So now it's time to not be victim, right? No more victim, villain, hero, savior complexes anymore. Now we forgive the King of Cups. We say goodbye to him. And we move forward into this beautiful energy that you will see right now. Lover's energy. You know, and I'm going to show you them all. The Knight of Cups energy. The Knight of Wands energy. And the Four of Wands. I mean, obviously not every single Aquarius out there, but for the Aquarians that are either single or you could even be in relationships anyways. There's just this, some of you that have held on to an old wound or trauma that occurred to you when you were a child, a teenager, whenever it was, but has followed you throughout your life. And it has never allowed you to fully love or fully receive love, because this energy has truly betrayed you. And like I said, it didn't have to be a physical betrayal or sexual, but it was definitely an emotional one, which encompasses those other ones as well. But it was like you had an idea of this person and they completely derailed you. And you've been stuck on this rock, holding on for like something, holding on for that perfect love again, or for that missing piece. And you've been holding your heart and like protecting it, and maybe not even finding that right love because you haven't been able to forgive and let go and release. So this is I feel like tears welling up in my eyes. This is there's like a huge obstacle here that needs to be released from you, Aquarius, for you to I have like goosebumps all over, for you to move into this freaking beautiful energy, because this is like your soulmate, your twin flame, your love, or for self or from someone else. The Knight of Cups is coming in, and it's been waiting on the sidelines for you this whole time because you're so. And even if you're in a beautiful relationship right now, my beautiful Aquarians, there's going to be a release that will even allow this, even your committed relationship that you're in now, you'll experience something completely new. Because this has been, years of stuck energy within you. Your heart has been not fully functional, is what I understand here. And I really like, we've been going through this, Aquarius, for a while now, and now I see it. You have to release this. And do you have to? Yes, you have to. It's necessary for you to move into this, which has been waiting for you for the longest time. This beautiful relationship is waiting for you, or this beautiful love for self is waiting for you. The Lovers is a choice card. It's like, it's your choice now. Do we want to stay the victim, or do we want to move into this like full unconditional love from someone who is willing to give it to you, or you falling in love with yourself again? Definitely, but with the Knight of Cups, I feel like there is someone waiting for you to give it to you, to give it to you like fully, to embrace you with like unconditional love, without anything, like without anything coming back to them. And it could be like a relationship, but it could also be love from like a friend, or love from somebody that's whatever, any kind of person in your life that's willing to come in and has been around you, and it now is ready to come in, because they haven't come in because you have been traumatized, right? And you have been clearly like your aura has been closed because your heart hasn't been fully opened. And now there's this someone beautiful entering into your life, willing to give them give you their heart, and willing to heal yours. And this person also is going to be super fun. The Knight of Wands energy, spontaneous. This is Sagittarius. The Knight of Cups is a Pisces. The Lovers is Gemini. These are Scorpio, and the Four of Wands Aries. So there's this energy of like, let's just jump in. Let's just do something. What are we doing? Always like it's like Sagittarius is fire for you, but it's kind of like you need that. They're a mutable sign. They're very like free flowing. They need someone like, let's just go climb the pyramid. Let's go skydiving. Let's have fun again. Enough with this, right? Like, release it from you, because now there's something exciting coming, spontaneous coming into your life. And the Four of Wands, I mean, this is marriage, commitment. This is like celebration, success, victory, foundation. This is like, to me, I'm being like honest. If you're single, this looks amazing. Whatever's coming in for you, you're like, it's going to blow your mind. It could be like the Knight of Cups is a very long-term relationship, but the Knight of Wands is a very short-term relationship. So it could go either way here with these two showing up. But whatever it is, you're going to have a blast. You're going to open yourself up again. It's going to allow your heart to open up again. So enjoy this time. Stop holding on to this. This is like, has been your detriment in this lifetime. And it's the final release. And it's like, do you want to have fun? Do you want to live life and love life again? This is your opportunity. Take it. It's like definitely coming in. Up until the end of the year. Because if you look at the timing of this, the Lovers is May, June. This is November, December. This is April, May, which is already like, we're here. And no, this is March, April. So it's past. And the Knight of Cups is like January, February, right? February, March. So it feels like it's here. It's like now. So what? Just take it. Like, enjoy your life again. I just feel like a lot of you have been holding on to your heart, and it's time to release Because when you trust the universe and you trust God and Creator, they are not here to hurt your heart, but you're holding on to something that is a story, and an old story, an old limited belief system. Release it, let it go. You are not a victim, right? You are not a hero, you're not a savior, you're not a villain. None of these archetypes work anymore. Let's move and let's freaking enjoy life. Because that is what's coming for you. Aquarius, change, wind. Let's go with the flow, Aquarius. It's time. How else do we make change, right? We cannot stay fixed on this hurt and this sorrow. And it's like the victim is such an existent archetype in this world. It's like, oh, let's feel sorry for her because she's here, and that a lot of us want that. But it's like so small. That's like you dimming your light to nothing. Right? If you think about it, like you're freaking light. You're a powerful being of light, and you're dimming it because you want people to like, no, man. And I'm not saying that you have to be like this pompous, like, but it's just like, ugh. And why are you holding on to something that has happened yesterday and beyond? Enough, right? Let's like acknowledge it. Of course, we have to work through it. We have to walk through that hurt and disappointment. We don't just like, oh yeah, I'm really good with it. But at one point you walk through and you say, okay, I'm not going to hold on to this anymore. I'm not attaching to this anymore. I don't attach to an outcome, and I'm attaching to what this person can bring me, and how, like, an apology from this person. I'm not asking for that at all. But I'm going to work through this on my own. I'm going to walk through this, and then I'm ready to meet this. Because let me tell you that soulmates and, soulmates are lessons anyways, but twin flames, or people that are meant to be in your life for a long time, will not come into your life when you're like not in full forgiveness mode and full love mode of yourself. And that other person too, by the way. Both have to be like healed. Attraction, magnetism. Exactly. You will attract that which you are. So if you are unhealed, you will attract unhealed. Right? The law of the universe. So let us just attract healed and love of self. And that, I don't know, I just feel like there's such a heavy feeling here for you, Aquarius. And I really, really, truly believe if you just release that, finally, there's a lot of, I don't know, like father or grandfather, uncle, cousin, boys, whatever, some kind of that has captured your heart and has not allowed you to fully express your love. It's time for change. So we have, these are crystal mandala cards. So there's a crystal and an angel or goddess, and you have Angel Raziel, which is love, and Petersite, that's your stone, Storm Wisdom. Let's see what that card has for you. 12. Oh my god. Wow, that was really crazy. Okay. There is a special message for you. If you are already in the midst of transformational change, perhaps that which is deeply challenging, and you cannot see any end in sight, or are worried that the changes are going to be devastating, have faith. This storm is wild, yes, but it's filled with grace. You are being helped. You shall come through this, and the reason the storm was needed in your life is because a gentler method would not have been sufficient to free you. Divine intervention and protection, liberation and purpose is behind the storm raging throughout your life. It is love that moves you. Go with it. Do not resist. If you feel emotional as you read these words, you are recognizing truth. Trust in the responses of your feelings and know that all will be well according to a compassionate higher wisdom. If you do not yet see the storm in your life, do not be afraid. This oracle can indicate a time when there is such much movement after a period of stagnancy where nothing seems to be moving forward. It is the burst of fresh air and life that increases your vitality and inspires you, whipping you up in a loving whirlwind of new opportunity, connection, and love. Be the lover of life who boldly receives love's grace now. Let change be a welcome gift of love's eternal grace, for that is what is in truth. Wow. So the storm is where we all are in, and this is the storm for you. It's like releasing yourself from this storm to allow this beautiful love to come in. I really see something like something that you would never have expected is waiting for you on the other side of this. And it's time. And it's going to change your life. It's going to change your world. It's going to open up something completely new, a path for you that you never would have expected. So there's almost like this unexpected love waiting for you on the other side of your hurt and your betrayals. And it's up to you to open that path and open that door for that person to come in to help you through this. What a beautiful message, Aquarius. All right, I love you so much. So check your rising and your moon for other messages. If you don't know how to do that, you can just go on cafeastrology.com. Also, share, like, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. I will see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Pisces. We got solitude, number 13. To me, this card feels like a lot of people fear solitude. They think that it's like the worst thing ever. You know, you're alone and you're not with a partner. That means you're like a loser or a loner or whatever. Solitude is like what I seek every single day of my life. But there's this power in solitude, this lead by example kind of hermit feeling of this card. I feel like you're being asked to maybe take a few steps back, take some time to pause and reflect on life. Take this time to be almost like a hangman, even to be the observer of life. Because maybe your mind and your heart has been like, you're too involved in drama, other people's drama, or you need some time to take away from life. Like, I don't know, I just feel like there's this rest and relaxation kind of, even though it's just like a mill in the middle of the water, but it's this feeling of standing alone, but comfortably alone. I think you understand what I'm saying. So let's just start with this. We have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords always speaks of something new. Like the page is always a message coming to, like the pages bring messages to the king, right? So the page is coming with this message of clarity, of communication. It's time to create something new, something fun, something, find a way to communicate in a different kind of way. Let's, I don't know. Let me look at all the cards. So let's have a better Eight of Pentacles. So work, this is work or school. So find a new way to maybe come up with a different way, like organizational ways of communicating within your office, within your workspace. If you have a business and talking to your employees, if you are you working, create some form of forum or community within your workplace, even if you're not a boss, right? Or within your school frame, or with your friends or whatever. It's just like it's almost like a little project. You see the guy, he's like a tailor. Eight of Pentacles, that feeling of bringing people together to for a common goal, right? But innovation. Page of Swords is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, so they're always thinking outside the box. That's why I say like Eight of Pentacles is usually about work and school, so it's like kind of coming up with a different way of doing things. Like diversifying some form of organization, administrative kind of tasks, or just coming up with some creative ideas. I don't know. Interesting. Then we have the Eight of Cups, which is walking away from something. That is good. Interesting. Oh, and then we have the Ace of Cups in reverse, which is what I got for Capricorn. And the Ace of Coins, which is what we got for Capricorn as well, which is interesting. And the Judgment card. So what does this mean here, Pisces? Here we are. I mean, it's not uncommon to see a lot of work for Pisces. Pisces tend to dive into their work. And even though, like, it's funny, I was talking to a friend yesterday. I was like, I never really understood Pisces until I started doing tarot reading for them. It became clearer and clearer that you are more than just that sensitive and dreamy card that you would imagine the Pisces sign to be. I always feel like in your cards, you're so dedicated and to your work, and you pour a lot of energy into that, or school, or whatever it is. And it's showing up clearly in the cards right here. And you're like, you use your intuition a lot within your work. So continue using that. But it's almost like you need to truly expand here with this Page of Swords. But the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So the Ace of Cups, again, speaks to me of self-hatred or an issue with a relationship, like a loveless marriage, a loveless relationship, a loveless friendship, something that is not working for you right now, that is sucking you dry, Pisces, and it's time to make a move away from it. And it's so funny because, like, I almost feel like you need to put more attention at work or on a project or on this creative project that something you want to build, something you want to grow. Like, it's almost like your work life is actually what is growing and what is stabilizing for you, and it's bringing you into a judgment, which is like a new exciting path for you. But your issues are with love. Clearly, either you're insecure and you're not loving yourself enough, or you are experiencing a little misalignment with someone as a partner of yours, your children, your parents, your family, friends. There is something that's not aligning, not working. It looks really good on the facade. Like, everyone else thinks everything is good. The Eight of Cups is that kind of energy. But you're like, no, man, I'm not happy. Like, that's that solitude that's showing up here. It's like, better be alone than to be like always fighting, or to always be lying, or to be in this thing. And it's not only like love, like it's all kinds of relationships. There's something here that is holding you back from such success actually in life. But I do feel like there's some sort of like victory, success that's coming in, financial reward, abundance. You are moving into a new like path and in that sense, I feel like maybe if you have a job, you'll be given a new role that's more creative and innovative. There's this part of you that is you're making money, like a lot of money. You're making a lot of money, whatever you're doing. I don't know. It's like working here. It's just that you have, the only impasse you have is love. Like there could be some of you trying to have a baby and it's not working, and it's time to leave that behind, to walk away from that, because it's not, there's like definitely needing to walk away from something that's making you feel insecure, making you feel unloved. You're holding on to love, you're holding on to this friendship, you're holding on to whatever this is, and it's just, you're holding on to it because you have to, kind of thing, and it's just not working out. It's like it's time to tap into your intuition, into your inner wisdom, and listen to that. And the solitude almost feels like maybe around you, people are like, well, you can't do this, and you can't, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, I need to take some time alone and figure this out. Because, yeah, my work is consuming me. Yeah, my projects are consuming me. That's what I see here. Your work, your business is consuming you, and it's really doing well, by the way, like I see it. But your, what is the most important? Like, work is just outer facade. What's the most important thing in this whole life is love. And it's not working for you in one field, in one situation in your life. And it's kind of like you're fluffing it with work. You're like appeasing it with like money. I'm making a lot of money, Ace of Coins. I'm making a lot of, I'm like being validated, judgment. I'm being like, I'm recognized. But okay, that's great, and I'm happy for you. But if there's no love, and if there's like always like a mishandling of love, or there's always like a insecurity when it comes to love, to me there's nothing, right? Because that's who you are, is love. So for me, Pisces, I'm feeling like, I mean, like I said, good for you in the career, in your school, and whatever this project is, awesome. But it's time to really go within and fix this. So maybe not fix it, but trust it. To really listen to your heart, like maybe take some time off, go to a retreat or whatever it is that you need to do, and truly ask the questions. Am I rightfully in this relationship? Do I need to be this person's friend? Like, do I need to like hang on to my mother, my father, my brother, my sister because they're treating me like this and they're not making me feel great? Do I need to express myself and talk about this? What is it that I need to, like ask yourself and be honest and truthful with yourself. Don't hang on to things because other people will talk, and don't hang on to things because that's what everyone else wants. This is truly a you thing here. 8 of Cups is you. It's Pisces. So, endurance, rock. Fury, bushfires. And rock, endurance. I mean, this is what I feel like you're going through right now in your love life. You're like this kangaroo going through the bushfire, trying to find a way out, and all you see is fire everywhere, and you can't find your way out, and you're like frustrated. The bushfire is like, sometimes you make it out alive and sometimes you don't. And the reality is, it's really hard to make it out alive because everything is burning down all around you. And here you are, your career and your business is on fire right now. It's like amazing. You're doing really well, but your heart and your love inside the fire is not. And you're like having a hard time getting out of it. And it's just this feeling of, do you maybe want to put out some of this fire so that you can work on the love? Like, is it all about money to you? Is it all about success and victory to you? Or do you really want to work on this relationship, whatever the relationship is for you? And that's this like message is coming through here, because what is the rock for you? Is the career and the money you're enduring? Is that what you think is the endurance? Or do you think it's love that endures? the most? What is the rock for you? And you know that there's no judgment here, by the way. I'm not like, just because I believe that love is all there is. It's what you want in your life. And if you choose career and job and projects, whatever it is, then that so be it. But to me, this love is showing up because there is, but it's to be honest with yourself, to be honest with the other person, and not to hang on and not allow them to be like in this bushfire all the time, trying to see, oh, am I going to get out of it? Or am I going to like die in this kind of thing? It's like, choose what it is that you want to be ever enduring in your life, and then focus on that, but also not to leave things hanging, right? So your this card is like there's angels and archangels and goddesses, and also there's crystals. So your angel is Amethyst, and your crystal is blue obsidian. So blue obsidian to me is throat, expression, but it's in the pink, so it could be love as well. So it's very interesting, relationships. So revelation is the card, is the name of this card, and we're going to read what it says for you. So number 6. I wish you would explain the angels. That's good. So let's see. There is an expression that says, when it no longer serves you not to know, you shall know. For the spiritual aspirant who believes their path would be much easier if they only knew what was going on in their lives and why things were happening the way they were, this might seem questionable. Yet there are benefits and empowerments that happen for us when we are not in a not knowing phase of our life journey, laboring through darkness and confusion and not really sure what we are doing. During such time, there is a possibility to develop spiritual strength by learning to trust unconditionally in life. In time, with growth and development, those things could happen quite naturally, even more. We are at a phase in evolution on planet Earth where a lot can change in a short number of years. In fact, a lot can change in a number of months. What might throw you into fear if you knew it now could be the very same information you accept with equanimity and trust, and perhaps even feel empowered and inspired by. Several months or years from now. The universe knows what you need and when you will best benefit from seeing what is happening from a higher perspective, including getting glimpses of how your future is unfolding. A revelation is coming to you now because you are ready for it. Believe in what you see, feel, and know within your heart now and over the coming time. You're going to see a mystery revealed before your very eyes, and you may be startled, humbled, moved, and inspired by what you come to know. There is only love in every revelation. You are just going to understand more of love's delicious divine plan for your soul and lifetime. Trust in what you perceive, no matter how radical it may seem. All right. So this is like, actually, this card is everything I always talk about. It's like the unknown is what was coming to us. We just need to trust in it. And this is beautiful. So there is something coming towards you, a revelation that you might be like surprised at, an unexpected change happening. So there is something great. But I mean, this is a beautiful reading regardless, because to me it feels like it's going into your inner core, your heart, and healing yourself and really getting real with yourself. Like, there's so many times that people do things because that's what your spiritual belief says to do, or this is how you grew up and this is how you're supposed to do. I'm supposed to be in a relationship, I'm supposed to be in love with this person, I'm supposed to be, but you don't feel it. So if you want to put your like heart and love into a career and your job and whatever, then go for that. Like, do what is right in your heart, and stop listening. And this is what this is. This reading here is like, you want to repair or you want to help with this relationship, then be honest and truthful. You know, like not stay in things because that's what you're supposed to do. Because it's like a bushfire. That's what it is, exactly that. So this is kind of an interesting message for you, my beautiful, I was going to call you Scorpios. Why? But I was looking at judgment, that's why. Pisces. There's some decisions, I guess, that need to be made. The decisions on what your rock in your life is to be. But there's a beautiful revelation coming towards you, so pay attention to that. And also, just continue being you. And take some time off to figure this out if you must. All right. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. And also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. I will see you next week. Bye.